now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
You ever wanted to come into a sports bar where the barkeeps know their game? Well, the Jeff Beecham Network, Multiverse of Media, has got a production just for you. Sit down and relax as the stat boy and his partner break down the statistics in all things sports. Whether it's football, basketball, motorsports, baseball, hockey, soccer, professional wrestling, mixed martial arts, boxing, and much, much more. All are welcome. Your barkeeps here keep you up to date and in the know of everything going on in sports, while also having a pleasant conversation about it all. Your host and owner of the bar, Stat Boy Mike. His partner in crime, Dory Lou. And a host of other guests coming in. The food's hot, the seats are warm, the drinks are ice cold, and the sports talk is plentiful. Casa de 18 Studios presents Stat Boy Sports Bar. Take a bar stool and enjoy the show.
Oh, John, thank God.
Williams, what the hell are you doing here?
Myers. Is he dead?
Myers has zero emotion. He has no motives. If he sees, he kills.
Tell the town to lock their doors. No one in, no one out.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment. I hear somebody needed a bullshit artist, so the bullshit artist has a knife. So, welcome everyone to the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media. This is NXT. Walter is here right now. Noah will be here momentarily, and once he is here, I shall do the bow out. And but until then, we'll bullshit.
Hi guys. Hi guys.
Hi guys. So, what you guys got on tap for the NXT show tonight?
I know the first thing was Thea Hell. I think it seems like it's just a talking segment. I don't see a match scheduled for her.
Gotcha. Okay.
So maybe she's gonna challenge Roxy Perez or make it official. And then I know
official.
Yeah, make it super official there. You got Ashley Adonis. I don't know if that would pronounce his name right, but yeah, against Aura Menza.
Related to Chris Adonis.
They're gonna fight, and then Eddie Thorpe battles Lexus King.
Eddie Thorpe is still employed by NXT.
Yeah,
all right.
He's gonna be going against Lexus King, who's been on a bit of a losing streak. I've seen him win a few matches here, but he's one of the ones who crossed over who lost immediately when he debuted. Have you noticed that?
Has he really?
Yeah, when he first came out, he lost his first match.
Dude, how is this the second company where he goes and loses and
kind of fits who he is as
bro,
and then gets taken to his place, but I get it. He wins when he needs to, though. So it's like I get it.
Does he win? Does he win at all?
Yeah, he wins, but I know he lost his first few matches. I was like, huh? And then booking. But then you got former partners Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen. They got a no DQ match. I'm going to assume that's the dang main event.
Wait, is that Chase Hughes the main event?
No. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen. Because they've been going at it. Josh Briggs has been in charge of Brooks, basically. And the only reason Brooks was allowed to come back into NXT is Ava said that you're responsible for him. So Josh has been trying to keep Brooke in check, and Brooke has been going wild with attacking people backstage, which led to Joe Henry coming into NXT as Trick Williams' partner. So he's been saying, calm down. This is your second chance. You
Gotcha.
need to
Okay.
take it easy. And Brooks isn't trying to hear it. So now, like, they got to fight each other again. This is the first time that they fought each other.
That
So
is
that's
fair.
the no DQ match. So that's all that's there. But I'm sure there's going to be a few surprises thrown in there
Gotcha.
as things heat up for the next pay-per-view for NXT.
Yeah. Cool beans. All right. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a fun show. For everybody that's watching in the chat, I don't know how many people are watching, but thank you all for tuning in. And again, Noah will be here momentarily. I believe he's going to probably show up at the 11th minute, as he always does, like right before it comes on the air, as he
The 11th hour.
Yes. So he'll be coming in. Once he's in, I'll be bowing out, and then you'll be having Noah and Walter calling the rest of the show. But I was told somebody needs the bullshit, so here's the bullshitter. So that catches everybody up to speed here. Did you, since we're got time to kill, now that you ran down the card pretty effectively, did you see the news clip of the fan that attacked MJF?
No, actually, I didn't.
Oh, dude,
I didn't
it's
go online
so
too much
funny.
today.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
funny.
wait,
And it's adorable.
yeah. You're talking about the little kid?
Yeah. No, it was
Yeah.
adorable. Oh my god, that was so cute.
She gave him like worked punches. It's funny.
Yeah, dude, it was so good. I didn't even remember MJF.
The fact that Ospreay allowed it to happen, like it invited
Dude,
him.
Ospreay is like, come on, and then she looks at her dad, and she's like, "Can I?" And the father was like, "Yeah." And then I love the idea is, can I give him the same gesture back? And the father's like, nah, that's where we draw the line. The middle finger is where we draw the line, not as Max put it, domestic terrorism is not where we draw the line. That was fantastic. We did talk about NXT for a little bit, Tommy, but somebody needed the bullshitter, so I'm just trying to make conversation for poor Walter here. People flaked on certain things that are happening, I guess, and Jeff had to be on camera for something else, so unfortunately he can't be here on screen. So I am on screen because I'm master of talking shit and just passing the time. Are you looking forward to the GCW card or what?
Yeah,
dude. Speaking of which, by the way, folks,
something else keeps coming out. Like,
yeah, dude.
Every day something gets added or something.
Yeah, folks. For those who don't know, Walter and I are going to be calling not only the UFC event that's coming up. I believe you said in Manchester, right? That's in Manchester.
The UFC, yeah, it's in Manchester. Yeah. Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad.
So Edward versus I'm gonna butcher that last name. That's gonna be the main event of that show. We're gonna be calling that on Saturday. Sunday, we're gonna be calling GCW Bloodsport once again. That seemed to be very, very well. It was received very well on the Multiverse. There's a lot of NXT participation in that, and WWE participation in general. The Creed brothers are in separate matches, from what I understand. I know one of them is fighting Matt Wachowski, I believe, who had an impressive showing in the last Bloodsport, from what I remember. So yeah, this card's looking stacked, man. Like, and Shayna Baszler is fighting the girl, the master of the pink kick. Like, let's go, dude! I'm so freaking pumped up for that. There's a lot of good stuff going on that show. So if you want to see a true Forbidden Door, Bloodsport might be the place to go. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see since we're on the NXT stream, what they build for the Great American Bash. Because they have a 2-week special, which will be on Sci-Fi. You'll see that it won't be me and it won't be Simply Reliable. It won't be me and Noah. It'll be JJ and Noah because it's a special. Not a PLE, but a special for NXT, so they'll be covering that. But
yeah,
I'm gonna assume Thea Hall. That's where Thea Hale is gonna get her title shot.
Probably win too.
I don't know if she's gonna be Roxy, but if she does,
I feel like it might be time. And the reason I say that is because I think you could put Just put Roxy on the main roster already. She's more than ready.
But do you just jump? Do you just jump without a roster? But I mean, without a draft. But then I just want Thea Hell to win because you know what has to do with Thea Hell wins, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to get a chase T-shirt.
Yeah,
and then he's already pretty much like $90 away from having to join JCU. So
we're not supposed to say how close he is.
Oh, we're not supposed to say. I didn't know that. Shit. Sorry. Well, no one's not going to hear it. So everybody keep quiet in the chat. Don't say a word. Luckily, he's not here. He's not here. No, nothing was said, folks. Nothing was said. Yeah, everybody, thank you again for the chat. We see you in the crowd participation. Remember, if you want to dictate the conversation, super chats, as simple as that. Like we usually advertise all the time here on the Multiverse Media. But yeah, I don't know. Like Roxy, I feel like is so ready for the main. I know your argument. Do you rush her up? They've done it before. You could sign her to a brand. It's no big deal. Like, dude, in the 2002 draft, they did that all the time. Anytime there was a free agent, they just signed them to a brand. That was a whole storyline for Scott Steiner when he came into WWE. Like, he was like, hey, which brand will I sign to? SmackDown or Raw? And then he ended up choosing Raw after very weird segments with Stephanie that I'd rather not talk about now under recent.
No, he had that segment as a matter of fact in the SummerSlam. Wasn't it SummerSlam where he interrupted Chris Nowinski and Matt Hardy and he said, "Give me the effing mic."
It would have been Survivor Series though too. Yeah,
Survivor Series. Yeah.
That was unfortunately the most over he was ever going to be in the WWE at that point, which makes me sad.
Yeah,
and then he revived his career in TNA.
I think Roxanne will do okay on SmackDown, the main roster, but I want to see the streak go a little longer, but we'll see what happens with her. I mean, I'm liking this whole side of her. This is like a whole resurgence, way different than her first run. Her second run has been a complete 180. Like to see her go heel like this and digging in. I want something unprecedented to happen. I really want some like a TNA person to win a WWE title and vice versa. Just to see, make it someone panic, especially there's rumors of these mid-card title things. That's one way you could do that. If you have a TNA person win a WWE, one of the WWE titles, then it's like WWE went into a panic and doesn't know who they can use for it.
Yeah,
like they might go over there to get a title shot, lose, and then they're gonna be like, "Well, what are you gonna do? We don't have this title anymore," and that's what makes them create a new title.
Yeah, that's a curse with pro wrestling, to be fair. But yeah, what was I gonna also bring up? I'll bring up a meme. Something came up in my head. So you know how we have this NXT TNA crossover going on, right? I say you get your creative brains together, and you get the WWE roster involved in this TNA invasion, and you create the next gen mafia. And it's Jason Jordan, Cody Hall, Braun Breaker. And who else? Who's
one of Booker T's prodigy?
Yeah, from like reality of wrestling. Yeah.
Maybe Trick Williams could be the Booker T.
Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick and who we already got the Scott Steiner. We need the Kevin Nash. Oh wait, no. Well, Cody Hall kind of has that Kevin Nash quota.
Well, who's the 7-footer? I don't know.
We got Jason Jordan, who's Kurt Angle's son. Totally not kid. Totally not in kayfabe. Absolutely real. Let's see. It's just one more. Who am I forgetting? Because in the main event. Oh yeah, Sting. Oh yeah, Stephen Borden. Stephen Borden, his son, the one who dressed up as I don't know if it was it Surfer Sting.
Yeah, he dressed up like Surfer Sting. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Next Gen Mafia, folks. There you go.
I don't know. I gotta see if this continues and we get to the Survivor Series. I gotta see a TNA versus WWE brand supremacy match, like 5-on-5 traditional elimination between TNA and WWE. Like
I don't know. I
people
don't
get,
know if they'll do it at Survivor Series, but I could see them doing a Worlds Collide event that leads into War Games. To be
but I
fair,
would love it as Survivor Series. And then you book a couple of people that used to be in TNA, and then you're like, you can doubt whether they're gonna be what team they're gonna actually be on. Like if AJ Styles is in that match, you're gonna be like, does he rep TNA or WWE?
Honestly, I would book the whole weekend, War Games weekend. Like that's what I would do. Like I would have Worlds Collide and you're main eventing with War Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could do it in War Games, and then you can have Survivor Series, which also has the main event of War Games. That's what I'd do. I mean, that's my thing. Sorry, I'm giving out pitches for free. What am I doing? I'm giving out ideas, not getting paid for them. Listen to me.
You do have to fill up that whole weekend though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just make it just brand it as War Games weekend branding, pal, and then have Worlds Collide on Saturday, Survivor Series on Sunday. Boom. That's my suggestion. Take it or leave it, folks.
Dana White said something about pay-per-views going back to Sundays, and I'm not really here for it.
Yeah, it wasn't good then. I like Saturdays. Although to be fair, if Dana White was to go to Sundays, and we were to call a UFC event between you and me, that would be easier because then it's not going to bleed into open mic night.
Yeah.
So that would at least give us that. But yeah, then if you're got a 9 to 5 job, then it's oh god.
But then
I gotta call this event and I gotta wake up at ass early in the morning.
And then the review gets screwed up. It's a lot.
Yeah.
The Saturdays is a beautiful thing right now, especially when they go across seas and they do the early ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, what time? So is that show early because of the UK time difference?
No, as far as I see, it's scheduled regular. I can make sure.
Time?
Yeah. Let me just double check.
What is it? A pre-tape, and then they're gonna air it over the States, or are they?
No, it's a Saturday 10 p.m. So yep, we're gonna go.
They're gonna air it. They're gonna have this thing go on in the UK at fucking 2 a.m.
in the morning. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it what they do out there. I don't know.
Nah, that's crazy, dude. That's wild. I mean, hey, shout out to my bruvs over in the UK, right? Gonna stay up for an MMA show.
They're used to it because they suffer for our regular pay-per-views.
Yeah, but what the? I don't know, man. That's a bit rough. Yeah. Then again, it depends on where they're doing it. You said Manchester, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never mind.
It's gonna be 3 a.m. in the UK, man. 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's UK's equivalent to the city that never sleeps. So,
and 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. UK, the main event will probably happen.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, thumbs up this video, folks. As Matt Helm said, yes, agreed. Thumbs up.
Imagine the toll that takes on the fighter themselves having to stay up that late to go fight.
Oh yeah, dude.
Leon's used to it. He's from UK. That Bilal Muhammad is not.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. No, it's just wild, man. It's just a wild time in combat sports, industry wide. I think at this point, I can't wait. I can't wait for the UFC event. I can't wait for the Bloodsport event.
Wait till we start getting UFC WWE crossovers.
It's gonna eventually happen. I mean, if anything, it's probably going to happen at GCW. They're going to beat us to the punch. They're going to put Jorge Masvidal against fucking I don't know who's
it's got to be somebody who's not active, and they got to start training now to get the WWE style wrestling down.
Well, not necessarily if it's a Bloodsport deal. If you could have Jorge Masvidal do Bloodsport, I think.
But I mean, Ronda did pretty quickly. She caught it and Kurt Angle and those people. So
yeah, and then she lost it. And then she lost it.
Yeah,
let's not even kid.
She lost the passion more.
Yeah, she did. But no, the Jorge Masvidal. I feel like who would be the best opponent? If you had to book a UFC WWE, I feel like Jorge Masvidal. Who would be the perfect opponent for him? In the WWE side of things. It could be anybody on the roster, even NXT.
Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
He's a good talker. I'm trying to think of who.
That's what I'm saying. Like the promo battles, like that's your main event if you have Jorge Masvidal in there. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'm thinking, I don't know. Like
Like if it was AEW, I'll say like MJF because it's just the talking battles. But
yeah. If it was AEW, I'd say the same thing. Yeah. I mean, you could fucking throw it at AEW. They fucking include AEW talent on these shows too.
It could be AJ Styles. It could be.
You know what would be interesting? Who is? I don't know. Like I feel him versus Ludwig Kaiser would be a decent one, but then again, he's not really a mic talker. That would just kind of be a decent match in that style.
Gunther. Or him if
Gunther, like that weight difference is crazy. He's a fucking ripped brick shithouse, Gunther. I don't know if that would work. Folks, in the comments, give us a good opponent for a fantasy booking match of Jorge Masvidal. There you go. Oh, I don't know. I guess AEW.
I feel like GFP was a little younger. He'd be a great like WWE, or even John Jones.
Yeah. I always thought that who I always thought was underrated on the mic was fucking Michael Bisping. I thought he was so underrated on the microphone when it came to selling fights, especially like in his later run where he had one eye and he was like, I still want to be champion one more time. Like, and he was selling that hard way. Like that was crazy.
Yeah. That eye though, man.
Yeah. That was before Vitor Belfort completely crushed his eye.
That was crazy. And, Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson's pretty good, yeah.
Knocked his eye. No, he knocked his eye loopy after it was.
Yeah, that was the last
Henderson
fight, right?
He
knocked his eye loopy and his vision like went down like what 60%.
He literally doesn't have an eye. It's literally a false eye.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's wild. Yeah, man. So yeah, folks, we're all over the topics here. Again, I'm if you're just joining us, I'm bullshitting until Noah can get himself in here, and then
you want us to talk about specific things, super chat.
Exactly. If you want us to talk about specific things before the NXT show, super chats. Simple as that. There you go. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting on Noah. So yeah. Anybody you got in mind for the Jorge or
I can't tell you right now who's a good like talker on the main roster. Like if it was back in the day, you would like it would be like an Undertaker or something because
how I feel like would be the best opponent for Jorge. I think just because of their history, I feel like Moxley would be.
Yeah,
just because they have a pretty tight knit friendship backstage, from what I understand. So I feel like Moxley and Masvidal would be good.
Yeah,
I mean they have like Mox has a jiu-jitsu background, and then you have Jorge Masvidal. I think he's
maybe Cena, because at least Cena can't keep up with him on the mic. It's just the fighting.
He can keep up. He can keep up with him on the mic, except the problem.
The fighting is the problem.
He would get destroyed even in a work shoot. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm underselling it. But, to be fair, he has done a lot of action movies that require knowing some form of martial arts. So maybe that's not entirely correct. But
yeah,
well, I guess we'll see, right?
I guess. And then I would love to see Nate Diaz in the WWE.
Nate would be.
They couldn't control his mouth. Though.
There's no way. There's no way.
Unless it's on Netflix and they let him curse.
Yes, that's the only way. Like if Netflix lets people curse on Raw, he would have to be a Raw lifer. Like he would have to be a Raw lifer. Nate Diaz is unhinged. Oh God!
And no drug test because he'll fail every single one.
You have to give the same exception you gave Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
I would pay lots of money to see a live Will Ospreay and Logan Paul feud. You know what? Yeah. I wouldn't have said that months ago, but now after seeing how Logan's done and Ospreay's done, it's been crazy. Okay.
Hey.
There we go. All right. So, Noah, I was bullshitting until you got here. So, now that you got here, I will bid y'all a fine adieu. I hope y'all enjoy NXT this episode. You know, special. It's not a special, but it's NXT. Enjoy. And Jay Hebertside 95. Jay Hebertside, after you watch this live. Peace out, everyone. And enjoy the call, folks.
Back on the rails. Back on the regular train.
I must have missed a whole lot, or I missed nothing of importance. That being said, Walter, good to see you, and hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Multiverse with me. I've not already been introduced to you. I'm Noah Foster. He is Walter Cruz. We are super reliable, and because you people asked for it, we're giving you another week of NXTNA, where we call both NXT and TNA. There's a few things on the docket tonight, but before we get into that, thank you everybody for tuning in. Please let us subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. Appreciate all you make it possible. And if you want to dictate the conversation, don't need to dictate. Casting Studios, Championship Network, Greg Cherry Brand, Super Chat, as simple as that. Walter, good to see you once again. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
It's hot. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I literally just woke up 2 minutes ago.
My brother was working outside at 107-degree weather. So I know how bad it is. But yeah, we got a few things. I guess Thea Hale seems like she's going to be talking. So I guess maybe the official challenge of Roxanne. Are they going to make it official? And then if she wins, you know what you got to do.
Okay, first off, don't put that foot out there in the ether. Secondly, it would not surprise me one bit if they make that official, considering it'll be JJ and I on the call the next 2 weeks as we cover the next NXT TV special, Great American Bash. And keep this in mind, folks. Next week, WWE content as far as USA based will be on Sci-Fi. So adjust your DVRs and adjust your channel guides accordingly. But that being said, yeah, I mean, Thea Hale, again, she'd been to the dance once before. Tapped out Tiffany Stratton nearly until her professor said that she couldn't get out of a submission that Tiffany had her in. And she has been a long road of self-recovery, redemption, and confidence. And once again, finding herself through Chase U and not becoming toxic. So much so to the point that she now finds herself with this opportunity where Roxanne Perez was the bubbly, rising prodigy, has ascended to absolute promise on her own selfish terms. Now, Thea Hale looks to finally show Roxanne what she once was and that she can actually win the big one. So we'll see soon enough what this exclusive interview brings. The women's primary was made official for next week because I honestly wonder if they're going to do both the NXT Women's and NXT Championships match in the same week or in back-to-back weeks, like one main event 1 week, the other main events the other week. Also, we got Brooks Jensen versus Josh Briggs running it back. This time, no disqualification. Why Brooks Jensen said he doesn't need Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs saying, "You're my responsibility. I stuck my neck out for you, and you are wasting this opportunity." So now he's given the opportunity to beat the crap off him. So
Ava literally put Josh in charge of Brooks, and now they end up having a fight.
Yeah, about to say, I don't know again then we got Eddie Thorpe versus Lexis King after he crashed the DJ party and stopped the music. So we'll see who gets the better of each other tonight in what feels like just a regular old grudge match. We got Ashante the Adonis making his NXT debut, taking on Ora Menza, who might be the next one to challenge the All Eagle era. All Eagle for Page, since he showed that he could actually keep the champ down for a 3 count. You wonder if Page is going to be watching the 9 and send his own painful statement. And last but not least, we also have Winston Clare proving herself towards North Dakota Ketchuk in one-on-one action, and that's what's known so far on the docket. So again, it's very simply put, TV wrestling. Simple as that. But you all wanted it, you're getting it. Another week of NXT and Curse of Jimmy Brothers and me, and we're happy to oblige. So that being said, Walter, anything else you want to add with what may happen tonight?
You never know what surprises they got in store. I can say that.
Well,
we didn't expect a certain commentator to come last week, so
that's true. And as the saying goes, you never know what may happen on a Tuesday night, even though it's more unpredictable on a Thursday night. Of course, we'll be covering the Fallout Summiversary this Thursday, folks, with TNA Impact. But that being said, as we have the stars aligning once again, where we remind ourselves WWE truly with us is then now, forever. And of course, we're all in this together. Walter, JMN Multiverse Media, let's do this. Nat, Daniel, Hassan, good to see you. Chris Lair. And there you see Alexis or Mercedes-Benz rolling up. And look who's here.
Nope.
Well, again, Trick Williams, who's been trying to find his way back towards the NXT Championship, but looking for advice and guidance.
He just randomly drives with no shirt.
And right now, Sid Alexander wondering what Trick's doing.
I want Ethan Page, he says. I wonder if Trick is going to end up forming some kind of group.
I mean, they're straight for numbers, but for now, he's wasting no time. We're kicking things up with the former NXT champion. Looks like he's got something to say.
I get.
Oh, Jesus. Even without the championship.
Oh, yeah, man.
Even without the championship, you can't help but whoop that Trick, can you, Walter?
No, man. That is so. It's just so over right now. I think whoop that Trick and I Believe in Joe Henry, the two over theme songs right now.
That's probably a fair point. Well, let's hear what's on the former champion's mind. Definitely looking to whoop that Trick. What sort of trick he's looking to whoop ahead of Great American Bash? All right, let's talk about it. Got promo here. This loser's tire hasn't been the same. Lost a piece of himself. Taught some OGs. All that one thing. Ethan Page. You're going to see me again.
You know it's serious when they remove the sunglasses.
Well, considering I'm an individual that tends to do that myself, just with these at times, when you want my ranty comments, I can understand where you're coming from. Oh, wait a minute. Cedric Alexander now coming in. Cedric Alexander, who just literally came down to NXT, a former cruiserweight champion.
It's coming from a good place. I didn't want to do this in front of the world.
He ain't stopping. Well, he certainly is committed. Ain't no stopping me. Sorry, I forgot Sean Benjamin. Being blinded by your passion. So blind, you obviously can't see it.
Oh, here we go.
This is getting a bit clouded here. Here comes Ashanti the Adonis.
One of these interrupt everybody section.
And someone tells me we're going to have a triple threat number one contenders match. Finally back to SmackDown. Well, it wasn't like he was doing anything there in the first place. And never dropped the ball. Dang.
That was a dig.
Oh, hero.
He went there, Noah.
Again, letting emotions dictate your actions. He did go there. And again, no lies detected.
This is either a new beef or some kind of formation of a new version of some kind of group.
He's in third place right now. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, here we go. Trying to be respectful. I mean, again, Cedric is also the newcomer, so honestly, Cedric is kind of beneath Trick Williams. He came down back to NXT.
And
unlike these two gentlemen, Trick Williams actually won the big one.
Trick is head and shoulders above both of them, and I don't mean just height. Well, there we go.
And he just popped a shot to the Adonis in the jaw. Just did the freaking kill. Here it goes. Freaking motion. Like, well, there goes Ashante.
And don't Ashanti have a match coming up today?
I believe so. But there may be another match coming up here sooner rather than later. Trick Williams, though, is in no mood to talk. He is in the mood to fight tonight, and he will stop at nothing to get back what's his, the NXT Championship. And speaking of which, there is our current NXT champion. I'll go up in Page. Behemoth by, don't know who these two are. About to say, he says none of this bothers him. Why to me?
I'm not sure who these two are either.
Yeah, I'm not sure either here. I do know who's below me, and that's Avatar Man. Everyone, please welcome Jeff Meacham to the stream. Good to see Jeff as always, or hear him.
Sorry, I am late visually. Sorry, I was not able to be in the producers thing quicker. We went to No DQ After Dark after the review questions got answered, so we got a little sideways. But I'm here.
Does. Well, it's good to see you. And as we got our opening seminar, well,
I thought this would be the main event.
I was going to say we were going to get to our first bit of in-ring action, but screw that. Final the entranceway, why not? Brooks Jensen and Josh Brittenell's qualification has not officially begun, but Brooks Jensen's already on the attack.
Well, there you go.
Darren
The
G,
bell is...
Steve T, good to see you. Well, it is the bell. Well, there it is.
They're going to open with the most hyped match of the week? I thought this would be the main event.
Well, I mean, again, we know that Josh Briggs has something going for him after this, but Josh Briggs is also here to actually teach Brooks Jensen a lesson. Again, he stuck his neck out for him, and all Brooks Jensen has done is wasted this opportunity and risks once again being suspended or fired.
Sometimes the best lesson you can teach is a physical one.
Well, I mean, I always say in wrestling, settle your squabbles in the ring. And speaking of selling stuff in the ring, we'll be selling stuff in the ring during NXT Grand American Bash these next 2 weeks. Again, plus it'll be on Sci-Fi. It'll be me and JJ on the call next Tuesday. And the following Tuesday, August 6th, NXT brings us the Great American Bash as Josh Briggs brings his own Great American Bash night against Brooks Jensen. And he can do anything he wants. To your point, Walter, it's no disqualification. And again, all good. And please say yeah to No DQ, folks. Support Aaron Rip. And of course, stay tuned to No DQ for your continued coverage and reviews of Raw, SmackDown. Whoa! Drop toe hold, as well as reviews. And of course, NXT predictions. Stay tuned for simply predicting SummerSlam as well. Next week, we'll hype up more stuff here during commercial breaks because, again, fuck television. In the meantime, right now, we just literally saw a drop toe hold. Josh Briggs went face first, almost in the ring bell, driving Brooks Jensen to the ring post. Again, these two are former NXT UK and NXT Tag Team Champions. Oh no!
You can tell by the way they're.
God!
You can tell by the way they're dressed. They didn't come to wrestle. They came to fight.
And clearly, as Brooks Jensen got chokeslammed for the announce table. Can Brooks Jensen fight back in this? Fuck television, wrestling quality picture in picture. Well then,
that just happened.
Right? And forgetting how fitting, I got a trailer for some dumb lame brain thing called Fall Guy, and literally Brooks Jensen was the Fall Guy for the announce table off a chokeslam by Josh Briggs. I'm just going to segue all this shit tonight. Fuck it.
Brooks is still down. He's barely moving.
Well, I mean, you forget about the veracity behind that chokeslam. He played to that boy. And Josh Briggs, again, furious, coming off the fact that he lost the NXT North American Championship in a triple threat match against Dijak and Obafemi, who's still the ruler of NXT. And thinking about Great American Bash, we got to wonder who's going to try and oppose the ruler next.
If either of them have their way, they might not make it to Bloodsport.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Oh, God, dropped across the apron. Of course, you all can stay tuned for James Hebert and Walter Cruz here, your Bloodsport commentary team covering Bloodsport, of course. That'll be towards the tail end of the week. And of course, we know the Creeds will be involved. Charlie Dempsey will be involved, amongst other talents, amongst other promotions. Mia Yamashita will be going one-on-one against Shayna Baszler. Akira will be going one-on-one against I lost the name. Whoa. Hoisting the trash can inside the ring, and so much more. Check out Josh Burnett's Bloodsport today. You can check it out via Triller TV. And Josh Briggs now bringing a trash can in the ring, and all the plunder is coming into play as both these men are inside the ring for the time being. And again, folks, during intermission, we will give you some hype up towards what's ahead in this week, as Multiverse Mia is going to keep you busy all the way through Saturday. It is no joke. Face first, because Brooks Jensen is still ring steps. I mean, these two are close as brothers, Walter. I mean, literally, them and Vaughn Henry, they were a trio. They hung out all the time at the bar out in Michigan. They literally grew up together in NXT. They traveled the roads. They paved each other's journey, and they're each trying to find their own way. And it feels like out of these two, Josh Briggs has had more available to him than Brooks Jensen. I think Brooks is jealous of that.
Yeah, they may be jealous of that, but
oh boy,
Brooks kept saying he wanted to make an impact, but instead he has to find his own closest allegiant person here, and it didn't make sense.
A step up hesitation drop kick, literally off the steel ring step, trash can kicked into the face of Josh Briggs. It's a cover. Lyra Pretz gets a 2 count, and clearly we talk about lost souls. Let's not forget also who's been taking a keen view of this, particularly Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen's actions. The chairman, Sean Spears. You wonder if Sean Spears may be influencing any of this, if not prior.
Yeah, you don't know. He could be influenced.
Man,
behind the scenes as a recruitment. How he's been acting lately. But I mean, Ava must be keeping a close eye on this as well. It's like, I brought you back, and this is how you thank me.
And now, I mean, again, the responsibility went out the damn window. Only violence and physicality now is in play. Mean suplex on the floor by Josh Briggs after dodging certain disaster with that attempted trash can drop across the back of the head and neck, while hung up across the second rope. You see Josh Briggs right now a little bit unsteady. Now bringing Brooks Jensen back into his feet and bringing him back inside the ring. And we talked about before which man right now needs the win here more. As we are back here in NXT, of course, Josh Briggs' future involves going to Pro Wrestling Noah and competing in the M1 victory. And you see the eyes, look at the eyes of Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen right now. These are not two brothers in friendly competition.
They got to go another hour and a half commentating without a table here, Noah.
I'm sure somebody will fix it or get another one from IKEA. Clothesline by Brooks Jensen drives Josh Briggs, and as he fell, his head hit the the top of that announce table bit, and now looks like Brooks Jensen catapulting Josh Briggs face first into that part of the announce table header.
Yeah, Josh literally took the piece of the table that they all take off before they slam each other and put it in the corner, and Brooks is the one that took advantage of it.
Well, we all know that's a hard plywood piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Brooks better stop focusing on Booker T and focus on his opponent.
And again, just wailing away Josh Briggs with the kendo stick.
What is he pointing at every time he hits him?
Like saying 3 times.
And
again, there's nothing the official can do here, as again, this is a no disqualification. And you see
look at the Welch's.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, again, looking at somebody that's formerly a partner or friend. Yeah, you talked about, again, look at the scars of battle here across Josh Briggs' back. That kendo stick leaving its mark, and now Brooks Jensen.
I think going for a power driver on steps.
Yeah, it looks like it. Can he hoist up Josh Briggs, though? Josh Briggs with more leverage, fighting back, slipping out.
Oh! He literally kicked the stairs into Brooks' knee. Smart use of the stairs.
And followed up with a clubbing lariat and a backdrop suplex on the steel ring.
Who got the worst of that, Noah?
Again, right now, the USA is muting the audience, as they do. I'm sure they're saying, holy shit. And I would think, honestly, though, probably Josh Briggs, because his back's more exposed and damaged. But take a look at this. I think Brooks may have caught the corner, though, or the side, which may have been even worse. Now that I look back at the replay. Both men stunned after that impact.
Yeah, like sometimes you do offensive moves. You got to think you hurt yourself when you applying it.
And again, Walter, you know as well as I do in wrestling, if you're going to make a statement, you got to put your body in harm's way sometimes. You got to be willing to risk it all to win in the end. And of course, to the kind of night, Eddie Thorpe goes one-on-one with Lexis King after Lexis King stopped the music for the DJ. Or Mensah goes one-on-one with Ashante the Adonis. Ashante looking to show that he has not third place here in NXT, and he's above what Hit Row was. Fleming shots by Brooks Jensen, follow up big boot by Josh Briggs. Both these men right now just teeing off against each other. Meeting in the middle with both men down to a big boot in the face.
Both people with the same train of thought trying to put their boots up and hit each other simultaneously.
Oh,
now they both had candlesticks in mind.
And both men swung for the fences and connected. I can't believe it came to this with these two. Of all the people I've seen in this generation of NXT, I did not think it was going to come out of this between Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs. Especially their last one-on-one encounter was more respectful. They respected each other going their separate ways.
I think Brooks is trying to beat respect into Brooks.
And he hit him with a right. Big old Northpaw, not Brooks Jensen out, coming in with a steel chair.
Brooks seems like he's begging off now, Noah.
He's trying to wait a minute. And Josh Briggs, look at the hold on. It's Sean Spears on the apron.
You said his name earlier, Noah.
He's telling Josh Briggs to do it. We talked about before what Sean Spears' influence has been in this. Ah, God! Share exposed back. Already damaged by the kendo stick. And the weapon of the chairman right now being utilized by Brooks Jensen, wearing away at his former tag team partner and brother, Josh Briggs.
Briggs rolled over, and now he's attacking his abdomen with the chair.
Again, relentless assault here.
Brooke looked like he might have had a moment of clarity and some sympathy, but then he still kicked him.
Yeah, I don't think there's no clarity here, just a fatality in mind. Looking down at Sean Spears.
What is this new
DDT on the chair? Shoots a half. Brooks Jensen has won this no disqualification match.
There's something developing between Spears and Brooks.
And clearly, Sean Spears has inspired Brooks Jensen to channel this unforgiving nature as of late.
Brooks may be some kind of pupil for Sean Spears here coming up. We'll see in the next few weeks.
Well, again, Sean Spears said he came back to guide lost souls to find themselves. How pain says so much. A nasty assault by Brooks Jensen here. And I don't know what's going through the mind of Brooks Jensen right now, but clearly Sean Spears supports it. Josh Briggs left broken and defeated and a little bit surprised. Go backstage now to one of half our NXT tag team, or excuse me, both our NXT tag team champions. And the Rascals in full.
What's this about?
Well, considering the Rascals did win a trios match last week, they won a trios match Slammiversary, and Zachary Wentz and Wesley are former NXT tag team champions, while Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel are former TNA tag team champions. I'm not saying long, but we may have a tag team match on our hands, players.
You might get to be able to call that a Great American Bash with JJ.
Hey. I mean, it could.
Or it could happen tonight.
But I say it's two of them, three of the. Okay, so 6-man tag team action tonight.
Mystery partner for Axiom.
Axiom apparently is in the WWE Speed Tournament. I guess that's an accomplishment. I think that's a demotion, honestly. Well, I guess Axiom has eyes on gold, a bit more expensive than nickel. So, we'll see if he actually makes his way to face Andrade. But coming out now upon his throne, we go back inside the NXT arena for Alexis Kingo one-on-one with Eddie Fort.
Yeah, here we go.
Alexis King, again, a king in his own mind, the former flying Brian Pillman Jr. And of course, we saw the bad blood between him and Eddie Thorpe over the last few weeks, including, in his mind, costing him the Heritage Cup against Tony Angelo. Eddie Thorpe goes one-on-one with Alexis King next on NXT. Well, as we got a full commercial, I just want to once again remind you all that next week, your content from WWE on USA Network for Monday Night Raw and NXT will be on Sci-Fi. Please check your channel guides and adjust your DVRs accordingly. And of course, we'll be covering so much here this week in the multiverse of media, as we're going to be on your screens virtually through the day, through Saturday. Tonight, we bring you NXT. And of course, the multiverse of media has so much more to come. Tomorrow, you get Luck of the Draw, courtesy of the Greg Cherry Show. It's a special edition, Wednesday, July 23rd, 7 p.m. Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then we immediately ship into AEW's most dangerous environment as they bring us Blood and Guts. And that'll be tomorrow night, Wednesday, July 24th, 7:30 p.m. Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll then shift gears, of course, Thursday night into the dads. Not always on wrestling, but on wrestling this time. Talk about the top 10 to hold both, keyword, both championships, not at the same time, but to hold both at some point. That'll be Thursday, July 25th, 5 p.m. Standard Time and 2 p.m. Pacific. And then we'll shift gears, of course, we continue to cover NXT NA. We will shift over to TNA Impact and the fallout from Slammiversary. Please check out our watch along, by the way, in the archives, folks. TNA Impact will be covered once again this week, Thursday, July 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll be going off the Insider commercial-free stream with a 30-minute hype-up. As we shift gears after that to cover all the wrestling, we will do some predicting for this week's pay-per-view special, courtesy of Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. Stay tuned for that, moderated by me, and who knows who may join me with Cindy Predicting, Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, Thursday, July 25th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 7:30 p.m. Pacific. As we move into Friday with our coverage of Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, that will start, of course, Friday, July 26th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the 0 hour, and 3 p.m. Pacific. As we move into Saturday, Walter Cruz, this is your baby. You're, of course, be covering UFC 304, headlined by the world welterweight champion Edwards taking on Muhammad for the second time, as well as the interim heavyweight championship on the line between Aspinall and Blades 2. That's Saturday, July 27th, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and, of course, 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
I didn't have the graphic ready yet because I forgot it wasn't loaded in this room, but at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Saturday, you know, and JJ will be covering Battle of the Belts that won't change hands at 10 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, that's from AEW. Continue.
Yes. You're fine. And, of course, following that, we will, of course, shift to the weekly Saturday Night Shenanigans hosted by regular wrestler JJ Williams that are Open Mic Night. That is, of course, Saturday at 11 p.m. Standard Time and 8 p.m. Pacific. And, of course, I may be done, but Walter is not. Sunday, he goes from UFC to Bloodsport with James Hebert. They'll be coming Johnson's Bloodsport 11. That's Sunday, July 28th, 6 p.m. Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And that is the entire week ahead for the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. Woo! Well, Walter, you got your work cut out for you, man.
Yeah, as do you guys.
The story of our lives here. Again, we cover everything. We truly do cover everything. Next commercial break, we'll probably run our watch-along trail. But again, folks, what are you excited for as the multiverse continues to expand with all the fantasy coverage, all the wrestling, and all the professional sports and combat sports? Damn it. And again, it's only going to grow from here. You think this is crazy? Wait till 2025, where we're going to start with a week of Japanese pro wrestling represented by 4 different companies.
That's right. The real positive product 2025, the expansion of the multiverse.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Internationally. Speaking of expansion,
locker room shot. We're back at NXT now.
Yeah, and look what's on the monitors. Of course, we talk about expansions. How about the expansions to the women's locker room as of late in WWE? Of course, Stephanie Valkyrie made her ring debut against Isla Dawn during a super show down in Mexico. As we go backstage to, of course, the unique 3 here.
They haven't given themselves a name yet.
Carmen Petrovic, Soruka, and of course Lola Vice. And here comes the TikTok rejects. And it looks like right now we might be wondering who's going to lobby for the women's tag team championships. In case y'all forgot, yeah, those are still a thing. Yeah, I know, right? They haven't been defended or showcased or in a match since Clash of the Castle. Yeah, I remember that too. Pepperidge Farm remembers as well. Good cookies. Of course, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire still hold those titles. And honestly, amongst these women, you might be looking at future challengers. Of course, we know that Carmen Petrovic and Soroka decided to stand alongside Lola Vice against the opposition of Jasmine Nix, Jessie Jane, and of course Fallon Henry. A bit of women's warfare developing as of late in the NXT locker room. As we go back inside the NXT arena for singles action, here comes Eddie Thorpe, the former Carl Fredericks.
I forgot my shtick for a second. You said Lola, and I forgot Mamacita. Okay.
I say you were just waiting for that, weren't you? Anyway, Eddie Thorpe, of course, who as of late
2024's version of Tatanka.
I mean, I don't know if I would go that far. I mean, but there's definitely that pride with this guy, you could say the least. Of course, Eddie Thorpe, we know recently had his fallout with one Dijak, and of course, he got the better of Dijak in NXT Underground, I believe. And of course, Lexis King and Eddie Thorpe, no strangers to each other. Not the first time they've encountered each other, of course. This really developed, though, after we had some unique DJ assistance by Eddie Thorpe during the Heritage Cup match with Tony D'Angelo and Lexis King. Tony D'Angelo still the holder of the Heritage Cup, by the way.
Some DJ disturbance.
Yeah, right. Oh, bringing it in with a short-range clothesline. And, of course, both these men probably lobbying for cover, kick out one. Probably lobbying for another chance to get the Heritage Cup or for a future NXT championship. Of course, again, we talk about who could oppose the ruler and who might be waiting for all egos. Again, I imagine all the titles will be on the line during NXT Great American Bash, which again we'll cover here over the next 2 weeks. Good to see Big G here. And again, Big G, I'm with you there. NXT&A, the Rascals reunion, MSK, Rascals in full. Again, tremendous showcasing against No Quarter Catch Crew in victory at Multiverse. And again, folks, you can watch that in the archives here at JMN Multiverse Media, where it was me and, oh my goodness, and Walter Cruz on the call.
Speaking of tremendous, that clothesline out of the corner, but that kick Lexis King to the back, and Eddie Thorpe got right up.
Well, I mean, again, that probably was just one of those instinct reactions. But then again, when you're a former student of the LA Dojo trained by Katsura Shibata, you know how to endure a bit of pain.
You know, as we get a chop fest in the corner. You know, they said don't headbutt a Samoan. Don't get in the chop fest with a Native American.
Kick that too. And just one of those things right now where you wonder both these men are just lobbying for some sort of position here in the NXT environment.
Yeah, Lexis King doesn't have the greatest win-loss record in NXT either.
But it doesn't matter to him so much about that. What matters to him is opportunity. Here he has once again created an opportunity for himself. Let's think about this. When Lexis King first came into NXT, who did he go after? Carmelo Hayes. And while he lost against Carmelo Hayes, his first match in NXT was on one of NXT's grandest stages. Oh, my. Big kick
the way he wanted it.
And right now, front face like Eddie Thorpe looking to hoist up Lexis King. Lexis King able to scout it, though. Catches him with a super kick. Takes Eddie Thorpe down to his knees. And now might be looking. Bam! Clubbing Lariat back of the head.
He literally just ran over Thorpe with a knee.
Oh, boy. Looking for the coordination. Eddie Thorpe able to scout it, though. Front face lock. Implant DDT. Cover to Eddie Thorpe with the win, Lexis King.
Well, that just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't think Lexis King learned anything, by the way, either.
Me neither. I just noticed Thorpe has a knee brace, so that could have been a target. Is that
possibly
just the way his pads is, or is that a knee brace?
I'm not sure, but I do know this. Eddie Thorpe was able to drop the needle on Lexis King, literally making sure to stop him down his tracks. Beautiful impaler DDT.
His own version of the execution.
And, of course, the glorious DDT done by Bobby Roode, former NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's certainly right. Oh,
no! Lexis King is not done.
Well, I fear Lexis King is going to be a sore loser after this. I mean, again, he blames Eddie Thorpe for costing the Heritage Cup, and he just lost against this man in one-on-one action. He may have lost the match, but he's going to be the guy that leaves here on his own 2 feet with the statement. If he has his way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Eddie Thorpe's arm brace against the steel ring steps and the ring post here.
I just said he had a knee brace. Now he's going to need a cast for the arm pretty soon if Lexis
okay, don't do that. Oh, man!
He literally just, folks who are not watching, he had Eddie Thorpe's hands trapped, and he hit him with the scepter. Right on the stairs.
Might have. Yeah, he not only hit him with that scepter, he shattered that scepter on Eddie Thorpe's hand. Eddie Thorpe's hand may be broken Gonna be hard to spin needles in this now. Watch this again. Great. Oh, we're sure that Lexus King isn't jealous, though, of any Forbes' success and connection with the NXT universe, right?
He's jealous, all right.
Well,
we switch gears to go to the back with Trick Williams getting interviewed.
And Kelly Kincaid, the former Queen McKay of Ring of Honor. Oh, look who's sitting in the background.
Is that Pete Dunne?
That's Pete Dunne, the former second longest reigning NXT UK champion.
Pete Dunne is just everywhere. He's in beef with Sheamus. He keeps popping up at NXT.
Oh, boy. Pete Dunne slowly saying, just figure it out.
Yeah, what is this about? I'm trying to figure it out, Noah.
I'm not sure if Pete Dunne supports Trick Williams in this pursuit or wants to try and get in this pursuit himself. Well, anyway, as we go back inside the NXT arena for more action, looks like our Meta now will be in singles action.
Not a fan of the metaphor, but I do like that entrance.
No, I still hate the group. Or Meta, of course, who has been literally on this hit and run as of late against our now current NXT champion, Eagle Page, ever since he was the first target assaulted by our Eagle when he first arrived in NXT and wasn't even signed yet and took out Noam Dar indefinitely. Probably the greatest thing to happen. Or Mensah goes one-on-one with Ashante the Adonis next year on NXT.
I'm not a fan of the group, but I can take Lash. Take Lash out the group and make a star out of her.
You know what? As much as I hate to say it, you are kind of right. She does have the most potential. And for our Iron Survivor Challenge last year, sure that's anything. I imagine that's going to happen again this year when NXT makes NXT deadline official. Of course, we know what's official for NXT with Halloween Havoc and No Mercy. But speaking of what's official, Wiley, Big G's got a question here. If we see MSK winning tag titles in their future once again, let's answer on the other side of this commercial break where we're going to show you now what the Multiverse media is about to cover for the rest of 2024 into 2025.
Don't have an updated watch along from him yet.
That's you have to go ahead and show what you got right now.
You have to be specific on which tag titles because they're involved in two companies right now.
And no, I don't have an updated watch along from him yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why I ran the stills during that last commercial break.
All right. I was surprised by that.
Okay. You know, you're good. You're fine. You didn't know.
That's fine. But again, I mean, we know what's coming up, of course, in NXT. We got No Mercy and Halloween Havoc. We know that in TNA. By the way, fuck Texas for taking away from Cleveland. That was bullshit.
Right.
That really pissed me off. I'm not going to lie. Of course, we got Emergence and Victory Road. We still don't know the date for Bound for Glory. We know, though, we got Turning Point. And apparently, according to TNA's website, Final Resolution now has a date as well in December. Yes. So, of course, WWE, we know right now we got Bash of the Berlin. We got SummerSlam coming up. We know that we're going to have Bad Blood. We don't know the date and the setting yet for Survivor Series, but I imagine will be the last PLW here. And we also got Crown Jewel. Who gives a shit about that? We also, of course, got to bring up on right now. Depth for the Honor coming up. We don't know about Final Battle. AEW, of course, they literally got all the pay-per-views together. Good for them. We got AEW All In, AEW All Out. Thankfully, not back-to-back weeks. God bless it, man. Thanks for having some sanity. We got Wrestle Dream, Full Gear, and of course, World's End. And that literally covers the main 5 companies at this point. So,
yeah, and then, we go from World's End on the 28th. We've got a couple of our usual streams to round out the year. And then, man, once January 1st hits, New Japan goes, all right, you guys want to work?
Well, I mean, Pro Wrestling Noah's New Year is January 2nd. Then we got Stardom and Jericho January 3rd. Then we got New Japan Pro Wrestling presents Wrestle Kingdom January 4th. And then we have AEW, Ring of Honor, CMLL, Stardom, and New Japan Pro Wrestling all under one roof. Bringing us Wrestle Dynasty January 5th from the Tokyo Dome. And then we got New Year's Dash on January 6th.
And we still got some UFCs coming in November. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. It is planned. You got September the Fiesta with all the Spanish with Sean O'Malley coming back. UFC's on fire too. But anybody else miss Armageddon in December? I miss Armageddon.
Right.
I don't know. It's a unique question. Of course, it's the summer of tournaments across the Japanese wrestling scene. Pro Wrestling Noah's M1 Victory, Stardom has the 5-star Grand Prix, New Japan Pro Wrestling has, of course, the G1 Climax. I believe Dragon Gate has their own tournament as well. And so, again, right now, you've been following the G1 Climax like I have. Konosuke Takeshita has been very phenomenal. He is currently 2 for 2, while Zack Sabre Jr. is my front man to win the whole thing. He is currently 3 for 3. So it's been a very great tournament so far. There's been betrayals and Stardom with Konami returning to Edo Tai. How dare she? So I just been enjoying Japanese professional wrestling.
Damn,
I watch all the wrestling.
That's right.
Anyway, let's see what we got here. To JP's point and to Walter's point I was talking about earlier. Again, we know that Zachary Wentz, Trey McGill, our former TNA Tag Team Champion. And of course, we have new TNA Tag Team Champions. We'll cover the fall anniversary this Thursday in the ABC. Congrats to them taking down the system. Not to mention Joe Hendrick, who pinned the TNA World Champion, but got screwed by Josh Alexander. But Nick Nemeth finally beat the system and is finally the TNA World Champion. Congratulations to him. As we're back here live on NXT for somebody trying to be more valuable than what Hit Row was, more cheaper than THQ Saints Row property, Ashante the Adonis goes one-on-one with Ora Mensa.
Love Nick, but the fact that Joe Henry pinned Moose, he should be Nick Nemeth's first opponent.
I agree, 100%.
I agree.
Someone tell me Moose is going to be back, though, for his rematch, one way or another.
So funny, though. The consensus I've had from everybody like all week was, since Saturday, I guess I should say properly, is like, man, happy for Nick, but damn it, why couldn't it be Frankie?
It's not Frankie's time. It's not Frankie's time. Like I said, Frankie has yet to win the big one, and he hasn't found the right opportunity, the right stage, or the right opponent to do it. He couldn't do it against Josh Alexander. He couldn't do it against Nick Nemeth. Who knows when that man will be actually the king of TNA? Because until he actually wears that crown literally around his waist, that is no king of mine. But still an incredible effort. And then what a pay-per-view, by the way. That is one of my top
show. Finally got to go back and watch it with you guys' call. Oh, man. TNA delivered. Good on them, man.
Yeah, and again,
I still can't believe Ashley Adonis is on our screen. What the?
Well, you know, it is what it is with this match. That's more filler than your, bargain bin jobber match on Explosion. Oh,
than a Hollywood star's lips. More filler than that.
Well, honestly, that's probably more entertaining than this. Up and over or Mets on the apron. I mean, this is the guy that I once called a mouth disease, and the jury's still out on that. Oh,
whoa, we got hung up.
Yeah, he got hung up big time, and it also made official later tonight. Trick Williams goes one-on-one with Cedric Alexander. Should be a much more competitive match there with the former NXT champion, the former NXT Cruiserweight champion. As Ashante the Adonis right now, putting the knees to the back of Ora Mensa. And we know that All Even Page is in the building. You got to wonder if Even Page is going to come out here at some point and make a statement against Ora Mensa, attack him from behind. Is Ora Mensa a threat towards him and his NXT championship, especially if he wins this match?
I know. Thanks to Ethan, the Meta 4, now the Meta 3.
Well, it still needs to be completely gone, but in my opinion.
Yeah. I might have to thank Ethan if he ends up breaking this group up.
Hey, you did say there's something behind that smile. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Big G saying he's ready for Bloodsport this Sunday. The Queen of Spades, as of course we always talk about. I met her live, 2019. Wonderful individual. And of course, Bloodsport again this Sunday. And again, covered here by Ashante the Adonis. Gets a 2 count. And we did, like I said, Safety, we don't know yet. I got to imagine they're going to announce that after SummerSlam because that's the last of the big 5 left this year. And something tells me I'm going to see a unique ending to that show live in Cleveland. Just saying. Scoop Slam by Shanta the Adonis. And of course, you will see, I believe, James, JJ, and Walter on that call for SummerSlam. So please follow the Multiverse Media here, folks. And I will miss you all while I'm at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. I took us out of the ball. The schoolboy. 2 count by Ora Mensa. Forearm smash here.
I'm shocked that you were still able to get tickets.
You'd be surprised how many tickets are left. They say sold out. These shows are never sold out. You kidding me? Whoa! Rolling Kappa kick by Ora Mensa.
Hey, remember the big Boston AEW? I got tickets, 2 days before? And
shot! And Shot to the Adonis just ran through Ora Mensa. Clubbing shot to the back of the head.
What was that? He went for a neck breaker, let it go, and then just clubbed him to the back of the head.
It sounds like he was going for a fake out here. Again, literally just throwing his arms for Ora Mensa's face. And Shante Adonis right here trying to give an impressive showing in his NXT return.
You need to focus on your opponent and not the girls.
Well, I mean, again, when you look at the type of individuals we got here, nothing's off the table. As Ashante just lost his base. Or Mensa bringing it down hard from the top rope.
It's hard to ignore, but unless you want issues with Trick Williams, I would ignore.
Springboard single drop kick to the side of the head, and right now teeing off. And a scissors kick there. Taking a shot of the Adonis down off the second rope. Perpetual motion by Mensa. Beautiful moonsault.
Nice. Goes for a kick to the back of the head, but misses.
Yeah, Shante able to scout it, though. Messy stun gun across the top rope. Planted! Spine buster, cover, Shante, 2 count.
Beautiful spine buster. A la Arn Anderson there.
Yeah, I'll admit, great execution on that. Still not enough, though. Mensa showing me a lot here tonight. Been a while since I've seen him in singles action, to be fair. Formerly NXT UK, part of the hottest tag team of the sun.
Without Noah, he has to step up his game.
Well, he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
And again, tag team partner of Ashton Smith falling in. It just rolls in with that kick, and that might be it. Ashante down, deep hook of the leg, or Mensa with the win.
Nice. Yeah, Ethan might have to do something to look out for, Noah.
Well, Trick Williams said no one's going to stop him getting back his NXT championship. Clearly, nothing's going to stop Warren Mensa getting his hands on Eagle Page. A shot to the Adonis, wasted tonight. Clubbing shot back of the head and then fall through. That flying kick in the corner.
What, did they say what that kick is actually called?
I think it was full Mensa.
All right. I know it was a rolling wheel kick. As he grabs the microphone now. I can't take it serious when he talks. It's just something about the accent.
Well, I mean, again. 2, 3. Okay, count to 3.
What is it? 1, 2, 3 kid reunion now?
Well, I mean, he got 3 seconds on the champ last week.
It was a hell of a visual.
Or Mensa looking to be NXT champion. Sending a clear message to all Eagle and Page. What?
I saw what you did.
I saw what you did. Oh, Winston Claire. Tony D'Angelo, of course. Yeah, give the woman what she wants.
What is it she wants?
She wants to be part of the No Quarter Catch crew.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Winston Claire might expose dirty laundry if she loses tonight.
Well, she did see something in the trunk a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, sometimes blackmail is the best way to get ahead in this business. Winston Claire will be in action soon enough. We got another full commercial break here. And again, we're just rolling through this TV episode of NXT. Not a bad match. And of course, again, the reason that we're going to be on Sci-Fi these next couple of weeks, if y'all remember that channel exists, is because the Olympics will be taking over the USA Network.
Yes. NXT has a good flow today.
They do.
Yeah, they usually do. It's just, TV is just TV. Again, fuck television.
Yeah. So I popped in because I wanted to bring this up. We mentioned we covered all the sports, all the wrestling, all the things. So Mikey and Stat Boy Sports Bar will definitely be covering the World Series as it gets to October and November. But I wanted to point this out to you specifically, Noah, because the Dodgers and the Cubs are having preseason action in March of 2025 at a very particular location.
The Tokyo Dome?
Yes, sir.
Whoa!
Dodgers and the Cubbies in the Tokyo Dome in March of 2025.
Wow.
Well,
what brought that about?
The Tokyo Dome originally is literally the Big Egg. That is a baseball stadium where the absolute best play.
So, I mean, you figure there's so many competitive there's of Japanese descent in baseball now. And God, with the Dodgers signing one of the biggest stars in the world, and Shohei Ohtani this year, it was a matter of when. So there you go.
At one point, didn't the Japanese pitcher sign the biggest contract in MLB history a couple of years ago?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I know that I know Ohtani got. How far are we in? Ohtani got fucking paid to play
right,
and that was after he was making pretty damn good money with the Angels. Damn him.
Hey, you go where the money is. I don't blame.
No, I agree. I'm glad he stayed in SoCal. At least he's still here.
Okay,
but
well, there you go.
He would still look a lot better in red and white, at least for my money. Anyway.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I just thought that was a good little anecdote for the wrestling fans. The fact that Major League Baseball is going to be in the Tokyo Dome in March, I thought it was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, again, I'm always one of those that will just be straight up, simply put, professional wrestling. Damn
yes,
it.
Sir.
But I do find it rather cool when a situation like that does happen, where you do find a major sport in a venue known primarily for people like me, professional wrestling. So I mean, that's cool.
So yeah, well, as long as the timing works out, because again, I don't know if they're going to broadcast those games live or if they'll pre-tape them later, but we'll definitely have Stat Boy Sports Bar covering those, because that's cool connective tissue for the wrestling fans. So I'd watch a baseball game in that venue. So
yeah, I mean, that next to Mazda Stadium that Tetsuya Naito wants to have like a massive roll call in and a big New Japan Pro Wrestling show in, that is very, very massive.
Yeah, I keep trying to downplay it in my own head because I'm an eternal pessimist at the end of the day. But man, next year already is looking like it's going to be a banger of a year.
Yeah,
so we got stuff like that to cover. We got WrestleMania coming out here as close as it can get without actually being in California. And I never mind going to Vegas as long as it's not after May, because when you go to Vegas in the summer you die. It's awful. But
I don't know what the summer in Cleveland's going to be like though. Come August 3rd, but that's where I'll be. You see an overhead shot of the home of SummerSlam, Cleveland Browns Stadium, and of course there will be a 2-hour kickoff ahead of the biggest event of the summer.
So did you mention before the break they're having Ren Sinclair's match against Carly Bright still? Because I didn't see an official NXT graphic course. I had to kind of do my own thing.
I think it's one of those things that was like called impromptu, but yes, I believe so. And it looks like there'll be a kickoff as well ahead of SummerSlam to go back inside the arena with Carly Bright, with Kendall Gray, two women I have no idea who the hell they are.
Yeah.
Obviously, no athletes versus the non-no athlete, a former student of La Mera Thunder Rosa, Win Sinclair. And there you see the no quarter catch crew in Win's corner.
This is just a showcase for Ren here.
Yeah, but look who's also taking in the sights with popcorn on hand, the current Heritage Cup champion, Tony D'Angelo. I mean, Win Sinclair, sometimes you have to, put a bid in to really get ahead. And she put her investment in quite some unique insurance. And off the ropes, the shoulder block. Of course, former Mission Pro Women's Tag Team Champion, inaugural Mission Pro Women's Tag Champion with Rachel Chanel, Bougie Reality. Nice takeover there. And again, Win Sinclair with a chip on her shoulder. A bit to prove here. Nice kip up here. Good display by Carly Bright. Great arm wringer control regained. And wrist control regained by Carly. Now Win down on the mat. And Win knows how to escape this hold, though. I guarantee you that. The head stairs. I like how Win, though, is trying to approach this with a catch cam style in front of no quarter catch crew. It's more than about winning. It's about showing how she wrestles. Now looking for an ankle lock of sorts here.
Lock.
They're turning her over, but again, Carly Bright with that gymnastics background. Again, for those that don't know, Carly Bright is part of the NIL, the Next in Line program, the future wrestlers, WWE superstars of the business, straight out of amateur, collegiate, athletic backgrounds in other sports such as track and field, volleyball, boxing, fighting, gymnastics. Of course, you saw what two gymnasts did back at Heatwave with Saruka and Kalani Gordon with zero wrestling experience. That was one of my super matches of the year. That was extremely impressive. Impressive move here by Maddie Wazowski right now, working the lower back and the chin lock applied.
It's sort of a surfboard
here, almost a surfboard here. And she's got her all tied up. Carly able to roll
nice
through, though.
reversal.
And trap of the arm. Nice counter here. Might be looking for her own clutch. And a cover. Whoa. And Carly nearly got Win Sinclair.
2 3/4 there, Noah.
And that was a great clutch cover there. Shades of Zack Sabre Jr. with the way she transitioned. And once again, going back to the arm, left arm control, Irish whip. Carly Bright sent into the ropes. Still to come to 9 in tag team matching. Common Pettifer and Soruka go up against Last Legend and Carl Jackson. Each team putting their bid towards maybe challenging for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. And again, we talked about the action in this women's division heating up. Trios, turmoil, warfare developing. You got to wonder if Fallon Henry and Jesse Jane, and Jasmine Nix are going to be watching on. And Win Sinclair with the cover up the Bulldog gets a 2 count.
It's interesting how they got all these groups coming together in women tag teams when you already got rid of the NXT tag team titles. You should have never made it under. You should have never combined them with
I'm
the
just going to
WWE.
say it as the day is long. Women's tag team wrestling still doesn't matter. Look at the single near leg, and Charlie puts Win Sinclair's foot on the bottom rope. Uh-oh. I mean, I saw it. It clearly misread.
Whoa!
She just threw Miles board.
Like he didn't weigh anything.
Rolled through by Carly. Driven off, though.
Can we get a replay of that? She literally threw him like he did nothing.
Out again. Wow, Kendall, impressive. All right, so Carly, though, back at the 2 women inside the ring. Carly, though, unable to miss. Schoolgirl, trap by Win. Extra leverage by Charlie Dempsey. Win Sinclair with the victory.
Dempsey put her hands on the small of her back for extra leverage. He doesn't look happy, though.
Extremely happy. Charlie Dempsey gutted. Well, I mean, again, at this point, Win Sinclair said win or else. She won. So,
guess the
we'll
secret
see what develops with that.
See the shadow hand.
What the fuck is this generic Iron Savages team I'm looking at?
I don't know. Hank Ledger and Hank and Tank.
Yeah, real creative. All right.
Is that the tag team champions arguing in the background?
Well, I mean, Axiom's going after the freaking, participation internet trophy, the freaking NXT, or not NXT, WWE Speed Championship. I honestly don't blame freaking Nathan Frazier being mad about that.
But then Nathan went after all his individual accolades, so why can't Axiom?
He went after accolades far more valuable than that Speed Championship ever was minted.
That's true.
Oh, I guess they found that third person, though. He bouncy. Javon Evans bouncing in the frame. Looks like he'll tag alongside Axiom and David Frazier now in NXT against the Rascals.
I think Axiom's a little pissed that he didn't even ask Axiom's opinion.
Again, still some dissension amongst the tag champions. Still to come tonight, though. Coming up next, Trick Williams goes one-on-one with Alexander. Trick looking to fight his way through anybody to get back the NXT championship. That's next on NXT. We got another full commercial break. Fuck television. At this point, I don't think Matthew is officially part of that. Matthew, I don't think Wynn's officially part of it, but she's obviously bidding to be a part of it at the risk of Charlie, at the risk of exposing dirty laundry on Charlie Dempsey, who may have took somebody out to slip the fishes.
So I'm going to ask this on every show I'm on. I didn't get a chance to ask it during the shows today because I was distracted by shenanigans in the chat room on NoDQ Review and just busy producing Stepboy Sports Bar. But I'm going to ask the both of you. Walter, you're a fellow dad on wrestling. Noah, you are one of the most pure wrestling fans I've ever seen, and I love you for it. Who would be number one on your guys' respective list for the show we're doing Thursday? The greatest competitors to hold both the WWE Intercontinental Championship and the NWA/WCW/WWE United States Championship.
Now you gotta really look at the errors here that you're trying to define. And as somebody who grew up on the WWF side of things, I gotta look more towards WWE to really be counted here. It still shocks me that the person I would definitely put up there if he won it and hasn't won it yet would be John Cena. Same thing for Sheamus. But I forget about men that's held both those titles at some point. I don't know if I have him at number 1, but I think one that definitely would be up there for me is probably Bobby Lashley. I thought Bobby Lashley was a very prolific United States champion, and when he won the Intercontinental Championship, it was quite a big deal for him in the early part of his career. So Bobby Lashley's definitely up there for me.
All right, Walter, what about you?
Remember, both. Keyword both.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
And not simultaneously, because there's only
Correct.
one that's done that. So
yeah, exactly. I still can't believe that's a thing.
I know.
You know what? Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat was one I was considering. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let
He
me,
had the
that's
NWA
cool.
version of the U.S. title, didn't he?
yes, he did.
He did.
And
Yeah.
actually, Ricky was also WWS champion in 1994. He beat Stunning Steve.
Yeah.
So Matthew, I think, is not understanding the question. They have to have held both.
Yes. They have to have held both.
Yes.
Gunther is the most prolific Intercontinental champion in this company's history, but he's never held the United States Championship.
Yes.
Has Jericho held the U.S. title?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So he would
but the fact you had to ask doesn't indicate he was.
yeah, exactly. I had to think about it.
That itself speaks volumes. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
So to Big G in the chat room, I'm trying to navigate all the things here. It's always an adventure.
All the things. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. Orderly.
And so there's Stone Cold. Stone Cold is I think he might get an honorable mention for me at least. And I say for Austin because while he was a two-time Intercontinental champion,
what?
The first reign he didn't get to defend it, and he had to drop it via forfeit due to the injury. And then the second one was just a means to an end because he wanted to get his on Owen Hart, and then he dropped it the next month to The Rock, also via forfeit. So
I think Stone Cold is just more associated with the WWF title.
Right?
Yeah. Big G, I like the way you think because both of those guys will be featured on the
Seth Rollins. I mean, again, when he held the Intercontinental Championship, he was very prolific in making it be the Workhorse Championship in its own right. Unfortunately, it ended up being relegated to Dolph Ziggler, Buzzer, Peter, at Extreme Rules. We don't talk about that.
For some reason, when I think about those titles, I go old school. I think of the older ones.
Well, that's because they were more important back then. Because seriously, outside Gunther and John Cena, US and IC respectfully have not mattered nearly as much during the modern era. But apparently this might matter the most in the modern era for everybody that's a fan of Chase University.
One of those shirts might be yours soon.
That's right.
No, I will burn it on air.
You will not. You will not. Shame on you.
Yes, I will. You spend me just pay shipping and handling for that crap.
Hey, we're the ones paying for it. With super chats.
Let's go ahead and hear from Fia Hale.
Yes.
Walter, you can be the relay.
It's a sit-down interview.
Of course.
We saw you go after the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh, how fitting. That's right. She did challenge for that Great American Bash and lost. So literally, this is 1 year in the making. Oh, dear God.
Mr. Chase had me gain confidence.
It cost you the title.
You seen my bond during the last year. I feel grown up.
Yeah.
They trust me to make a decision. Rich Holland has been a huge part of you getting this title, this opportunity.
Got it now. Rich Holland cost the championship.
Rich is human, like all of us.
Like all of us.
Rich is human, like all of us.
Human, like all of us. Give me a break.
I'm still mad at him because he cost me Big E, man. Big E was fun. Rich empowers me to be myself.
Yeah, how far did that take you last time? I'm just saying.
I let him in to chase you.
Just say you're not going to accomplish anything while I chase you. I'm just saying.
We're seeing a different side of you. Very calm. There's some
very calm.
I just really don't see her beating Roxy, man. As much as I would love it.
Nope. Not gonna happen. Nope.
I know Kelly was 20 and last year to basically the biggest battle.
She's only 20. Damn. I forgot how young she was.
Well, Nick Wayne and Billy Starks has her beat. I will say that. But it would be one of the youngest champion in WWE.
She's just a baby.
Good.
Oh my gosh, she just made me feel super old.
Well, I mean, WWE likes them young.
She usually.
Well, next week it's official on Sci-Fi. We will see if your prodigy falls and your Chase U pupil rises to the occasion. It's Roxanne Perez versus Fia Gale. Snapshot that for the NXT Women's Championship. God help me.
Noah, you have no idea what you said at all. WWE likes him young, knowing that Vince McMahon got in all that trouble. It's kind of proof that he likes him young.
Well, I mean, also the NIL program is about athletes that are literally like, what, 26 years or younger or something like that? Because they want people for longevity in WWE. They don't want to rely on the seasoned people.
Yes.
This is a new era we live in. And a new era of WWE superstars is being created before our eyes from pure athletes. And I respect WWE for doing that to a degree because So Ruger, Kalani Jordan are definitive proof so far that it works and you can do it.
And Noah also doesn't know what he said because just think about it. If she wins next week, we have to get him the T-shirt. And then if these super chats keep coming through, he'll not only be wearing the Chase U shirt, but he will be a part of Chase U as well.
Well, at least Walter didn't have to whoop that trick this time as you were talking over that. Trick Williams once again looking to get back. Oh, God, Booker T, you're a freaking. Trick Williams once again trying to get back after the NXT Championship. It goes one-on-one against Cedric Alexander here, while Cedric's looking to make a name for himself and prove a point.
You know what? Trick Williams seems to be a little lost soul right now. Why not
He
bring
is.
Mauro Ronaldo back as a commentator and just have Booker T be the manager for Trick Williams, his guide or something. That way you get Booker T off commentating and you get Mauro Ronaldo back.
I suppose that's that's a fair point, but I also look at things like this. I think about Booker T and how much he's been an impromptu manager for Roxanne Perez as not the most biased commentator in NXT history for his bride pupil from reality of wrestling, the Prodigy.
No contest there.
Just saying. Good grief. Let's say Alexander, who basically has
schedule
been
there,
MIA. The schedule there
Noah.
for SummerSlam week. Of course, all the events. You got Sammy and Friends go to Cleveland. You have Damian Priest's 24 premiere. You have a kickoff event for the fans for free. And, of course, you have WWE SummerSlam 2-hour kickoff show. Yep, 2-hour kickoff show. Have fun with that, gents. And, then, of course, you got SummerSlam Saturday, August 3rd. And then after that, a SummerSlam post-show, I imagine, press conference. And, of course, you guys will do your post-show. Might not why I have no voice.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you going to be staying in the Cleveland area and go to a hotel, Noah, or are you going to be heading home?
I don't know at this point. I'm thinking of either getting a bus like at 4 a.m. after I hang out at like a bar and just drink like water and Sprite, or, if I find a ride from the arena, because I might just leave the arena late. Or if I get a hotel, I might just literally sleep in a hotel bed, hang out a little bit in Cleveland, and bring a bus home Sunday afternoon. I haven't decided yet. So far, the ticket is official. Nothing else right now is.
But we definitely won't have you for open mic night.
Oh, hell no. You're kidding me?
Okay. Just want to make sure I have that.
The only reason you would have me for open mic night is if I have a voice and cellular data.
Yeah, both very vital components to being a part of an internet stream.
Yeah, right.
Just saying.
Again, have a great time.
Need a voice, need internet. Even if you're not on camera like this. Because the internet here is dog shit. Again.
Hey, we got Avatar Man, and that's always a great thing.
What's funny is so I'm sitting there on the No DQ review on camera, and I'm trying to run this on this god awful Chromebook that even now it's like, okay, this thing is on its last legs. Whole fucking thing just froze. It literally froze.
Oh, wow.
I just want to do my show.
That sucks, man.
So I had to. So luckily we weren't share screen yet. Otherwise, it would have been an even worse reboot.
Oh yeah, you would have had horrible latency because.
Here you go.
About rendering an image and loading. Speaking of rendering something, Trick Williams trying to render his handprint on Cedric Alexander's chest. And like you said, Walter, Trick Williams, again, he made it to the top, and now he has to find his way back to the top. He did it once before, but clearly right now he feels like he has no direction clearly to it. But he's going to try and create one tonight at the expense of Cedric Alexander to begin with. Irish whip, this place coming unglued for Trick Williams. Looking to whoop that Trick all the way back to him, reclaiming the NXT Championship. Cedric Lowe looking to catch Trick. Didn't do it, though. Pick of the leg. Cover. It's a 2 count. Drop kick.
Sorry about that. My mother called me.
I figure that's important. Prayers for passions, as always. I
Yeah.
say, and I always say family is forever. So,
And
spring kick.
Boys from camp.
And spring against Zaguri. Fred Alexander rocks Trick Williams to the apron. Can't get pinned or submitted out there, though. But Cedric,
Give me
though.
a minute. I
Up and
gotta
over.
back out and back in because her calling me made me lag now.
No problem.
There we go.
STO by Sir Alexander to Trick Williams on the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Now hoisting him up. Oh, gosh.
There we go. Backdrop on the apron. Is that where you're at?
Yep.
Okay.
Can Trick
Cedric's
Williams
actually giving it to Trick Williams here.
I mean, again, a former a former cruiserweight champion, a former Raw Tag Team champion. I mean, he was all about bringing the Hurt in the Hurt business. So maybe he's trying to renew that business here and Hurt Trick Williams. Can Trick whoop that Trick? Find out when we get back to NXT. Fuck television.
A former caterer.
Damn.
Accurate.
So for context, gentlemen, since I can't watch NXT till 8 p.m. my time, I'm doing my childhood binge still, moving forward in my years of watching wrestling.
Right.
I'm on the episode of Superstars that aired immediately after the 1994 Royal Rumble, and in the ring, making his WWF debut, Thurman Sparky Plug, Bob Holly, with hair,
Holly.
taking on the venerated Brooklyn Brawler and all his torn jersey glory.
I wonder if that was
No,
always
wow.
the same
With all his
jersey,
hair.
they just end up buying another white jersey and just tearing it up each time. Because what a waste of clothing.
You know, knowing Lombardi, it probably was the same one for at least a few weeks.
And the racer jumpsuit and all that.
Oh yeah, the freaking
man, I remember that.
it is a gimmick, man. He is a walking, talking gimmick. All he needs is the freaking like Winston West stickers on his jersey, and he's ready to go. Holy crap!
The car sounds was part of his music. I remember
Oh, I
that.
know.
I remember the car sound. I remember that car sound.
And here you go, Earl Hebner in the ring. Earl Hebner redeemed himself in Montreal on Saturday. If you missed it, boys and girls.
I watched back into my own. It fucked me. I can't believe that happened. Earl Hebner is forgiven as far as I'm concerned. It's people my village and Mustafa Ali, his first loss in 8 months.
You got to give TNA its credit for having the balls to do that. I said it on the stream, but the fact that they actually went and did that is hilarious.
Earl is lucky he made it into the city limits alive and made it out.
Right?
My God.
Seriously, he's lucky he didn't get freaking, guillotine or whatever they do.
Seriously, I think the only more hated guy in that entire country at this point is Peter Pocklington for letting Gretzky get away in 1988. Like, I think that's about it.
Well, I mean, eventually the hockey thing will be forgiven and I'm sure restored. I mean, if the Raptors can win a basketball championship in 2019, then I'm sure the Canucks can win something in hockey.
Hey, you know what, though? Montreal disparaged the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian, so they cannot have a Stanley Cup as long as they live in Montreal. Damn them Canadians. I don't like none of them. The Vancouver Canucks can have one. They've never had one before. Montreal's got enough. They're like the Yankees. Like, they've had enough. Fuck those guys.
So Montreal's the Yankees of freaking Canada? That's hilarious.
As far as sheer volume of championships, yes.
Damn.
The John
Championship
Cena.
City. Give Green Bay Packers a run for their money.
Do not compare John Cena to the Montreal Canadiens. I will time you out on my own show, Walter. You stop that.
Walter, what are you doing?
Hey, it's a throwback to CM Punk's promo. That's all.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, Money in the Bank, and of course, he wants to be one of John Cena's last opponents. As we know, John Cena's retiring next year. But talk about some adversity again. If you go watch that in the archives again, we'll be coming about this Thursday. Phenomenal show. The system has finally been taken down 95%. The Knockouts Tag Team Championships, of course, still held by Alicia Edwards and the Militia, Macho Slamovich. We had a new Exhibition Champion crown. People about the Mustafa Ali via submission, the Sharpshooter. We have a new TNA World Champion, the one-man Nick Nemeth, who outlasted the field, pinning Kazarian last. But the key thing in that match was Joe Hendry. Yes, I said his name. He pinned Moose to eliminate him to guarantee a new TNA World Champion. And Josh Alexander said, "Fuck all you, I don't believe." And you turn my back on him. Turn my back on you.
Completely heel.
He did. I can't believe it. I'm still flabbergasted by that. The son of a bitch, the villain. And we also, of course, have new TNA Tag Team Champions. ABC were able to beat the system after Alicia Edwards got shut down by her own husband. Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards fell towards Chris Bay and Ace Austin. PCO, oh, for the love of hell, what's happening this year? PCO now a double champion. I kid you not, but at least he flopped on Flop Dollar. And he beat him. We have a new digital media champion and a new international heavyweight champion and a new engaged French Canadian Frankenstein as Steph DeLander. Pop the question, meaning we're going to get a TV TNA wedding.
I was just going to say I did horrible with my picks, but I'm here.
Yes.
I love the fact how TNA. Oh God, how TNA is so unpredictable. I love it. It makes the league so much more fun. And Mike Santana beat Jake Something in one hell of an exhibition match.
I just get mind fucked right now because, like I said, I'm watching 1994 WWF, and I've got PCO on TNA in 2024, and I've got the Quebecers as tag team champions. My brain's going, this is not the same person. It can't be this. What the hell is happening?
The same person. You literally told me that. It is the same damn person.
It's like it's just weird.
My brain.
The only thing I don't like about watching the throwbacks is it hurts that how many of them are no longer with us. Like when I watch a pay-per-view, man,
that's hard. And then and then I'm dreading getting into 95 because I know both companies are just gonna suck.
Oh Lord, you're gonna be facing the worst years in the business. God bless you. I'm Trick cover kick out.
We are sorry, by the way, for talking over Trick and Cedric. I have a graphic number one, and I don't even know what's happening right now because I don't have a video.
Well, they kind of impromptu'd it.
That's true. That's
impromptu TV match. It's more out of nowhere than Tommaso Ciampa trying to RKO Randy Orton. 5 times failed now, by the way.
And no, to the chat room. So let me be clear. I'm not hating on the Yankees. I'm an American League guy, and I love the Angels, but the Yankees are the standard. They are the pinstripe. They are the class act. I love me the Yankees. Let me be clear on that.
27
World Series. Like that's
they're the measuring stick.
Yeah, they are. And the reason the Punk used that line is because John Cena is so Boston. Like that's just the way it is.
Oh God.
Ooh, sort of a side effect by Trick Williams
on Cedric. For an impromptu match, I mean, again, I'm not going to deny the capability of these athletes, but again, Trick right now has laws, and Cedric has yet to be found.
Yeah, but you would think Trick, as the former NXT champion, would just run through Cedric. Cedric has been holding his own this match.
And looking for the Trick knee. Cedric with a scout, though. The schoolboy, the cover on Trick. It's a 2 count. Imagine what it mean for Cedric to pin the former NXT champion. It'd be the biggest win in his career.
This match seems to be just Cedric trying to get respect from Trick.
Well, yeah, and also, we've got the news going out for the weekend about both Lashley and MVP exiting. Cedric's probably trying to prove that, hey, let's not let me get away too.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair point. But I mean, hey, his girlfriend cover, shoulders down, up the attempted cross arm breaker, forced the break. Well, let's not forget that Big Swole's doing her own fairly independent scene. So who knows?
I was going to say, you had Benjamin.
Oh, God, what a Trick knee! Trick shot, cover. Trick Williams just whooped that Trick.
Yeah, so much for that.
Uh-huh. I like it.
Damn it, Walter.
We need to like get JJ recorded doing that just because it's so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Trick Williams again said he will whoop that Trick through anybody to get back his NXT championship. That's a hell of a first right there against Cedric Alexander, who brought
Trick
the fight tonight.
He, much like Randy Orton, he hits that knee out of nowhere, out of anywhere. Ooh. Like it just no setup or nothing. That was just boop.
A trick shot. Well, think about this. The trick shot was literally his undoing for the NXT championship. Mm-hmm. Tonight, it's one step closer towards regaining mutual respect here amongst these two great athletes.
Yeah. I think they're showing respect here. All right.
Well, again, Cedric said himself, you're fighting through your emotions and your passions versus your brain. And maybe that's what Trick needs to do in the end, actually. It's what got him there in the first place.
Trick may be the leader of some kind of group here, Noah. I don't know.
Well, wait a minute!
Oh, wait a minute!
What the hell?
I don't know. Can we see Sheamus come down to NXT and beat down?
Well, Why is Pete Dunne down here in NXT? Is the better question. Why is he attacking Trick Williams?
I don't know. He's saying you'll find out, didn't he, in the locker room?
No, he says
He's
you
literally
need to figure it
stomping
out.
his
And right
head.
now, he's literally putting the boot to the side of the head of Trick Williams. Well, I don't know if Trick figured out Pete Dunne's agenda yet. Bruiserweight on full display in NXT.
The only worse than Pete Dunne being on your roster with a chance for a championship is Pete Dunne angry on your roster for no reason.
Yeah.
But also, this is the way Pete Dunne's trying to teach Trick Williams a lesson. I just heard him say, you need to figure it out. You need to figure it out. It's like,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's screaming, you figure it out at him.
Do we maybe need to have another foretelling for next week, Noah?
Possibly. Again, we'll be covering Great American Bash here both weeks here. NXT, me and JJ, Tuesday, July 3rd, 7:30 p.m. Standard Time, 4:30 Pacific, same time the following week.
Oh, backstage with the champ.
And
Looked
right
like
now,
he's trying to get into Ava's office.
Well, again, right now, Ava Raine doesn't know which assistant to literally lead on.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two of them, neither. Or... Oh, speak his name, you shall appear. PCO on my TV. No,
Back.
no, Quebecers, the back Quebecers.
He's literally being told that he's lucky he's still champ.
Robert Stone is really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You think Robert Stone would know enough to run his mouth after all the beatdowns he got in TNA?
I don't know. Robert Stone might get a belt to the face in a second.
Yeah, well. We're the first time this week for somebody.
Maybe one day they'll figure it out. Anyway, let's head back inside the NXT arena for women's tag team action. Hey, Tan, here comes Soruka alongside Carmen Petrovic.
What is this team developing between Mamacita, Soruka, and Carmen?
Well, I mean, Soruka and Carmen Petrovic have been on the odds end of these assaults by Jessie Jane and Jasmine Nix. Now you have Fawn Henry part of the field, and of course, Fawn Henry, no stranger towards these two. And now Lola Vice, who picked a fight with Jasmine Nix and knocked her the heck out last week. But now we have some common allies, and we have the numbers game neutralized. It's Carmen Petrovic and Soruka, though, taking on TikTok rejects. Last Legend Jakara Jackson next year on NXT.
All right, Shakara, yeah, TikTok, but I like me some Lash Legend.
Well, you like what you like. I dislike what I dislike. There you go.
As we get a shot at Sunday, is Ted DiBiase's biography on A&E.
Ooh, there you go. $1 Million Man, baby.
And apparently Paul Heyman as well to follow as, of course, A&E WWE Rules Sundays with documentaries. Oh, good Lord.
They've been doing a hell of a job with these, though.
They really have. They're if you're on Hulu, they launch director's cuts. A lot of these episodes, they go more in depth and show you more footage. I'm still very much someone that misses the old days where we didn't know everything and kayfabe was still at least relatively observed, but stuff like that, the documentaries, like I'm okay with it. And I like getting to see behind the scenes. Like I just rewatched Mark Henry's that was on Sunday, even though it was broadcast way prior, but it's cool to see the stories. And I'm such a fan of Ted DiBiase. I always have been, I still say he is the greatest wrestler to not have actively been a world champion.
I count his title.
I do too. But it's very unofficial in the WWE record books, and I'm not going to fight against Jack Tunney. He's another crazy Canuck. I'm not messing with his rulings.
The reason why he was always only from that office, Jeff.
That's it. He's got that shit barricaded when he's making those announcements because he knows better.
Well, he's wiser. He's wiser beyond his years apparently during that time.
I don't know. I understand why these old guys that tend to stay in office far out their thing just tend to go senile toward the end. Anyway,
I wonder what Jeff could be referring to.
I have
Lord,
Lord
have mercy on humanity. My ultimate.
Referring to his competition tomorrow.
It's a 4-year shit show approaching. Anyway,
this is accurate.
This is 100% accurate. I don't even care. It doesn't matter what happens in November now. It's a shit show. But anyway, I have always liked Ted DiBiase, and Ted was one of the first, legends or otherwise that Dylan got to interact with because he appeared for our friends in the EWF at a special event, and it was the first ring and action figures that Dylan actually got, because part of the thing was any kid that came with the paid ticket. Also, the giveaway was you got your own, I think it was still Jackson, maybe Mattel at that point, but and ring and set, and it came with John Cena and Shawn Michaels as the figure. So that was pretty cool for Dylan. But then he got to meet the $1 Million Man. I got a great picture with Ted with me holding the winged eagle, and I went to present it to him, and he wouldn't hold it because he never officially held it. And that was whatever it was. But then he goes on the campaign on his website and social media trying to get it recognized. Like, man, if you held the belt, I could have helped you, Teddy. I could have helped you.
Well, I know JJ is going to help me and James tomorrow with the call for the AEW TV special as we demonstrate and present and react to the most dangerous match in AEW history for the 4th time. It is once again time to, I wouldn't say solve, but obliterate each other in blood and guts, and so much more to come as we'll hear from our new AEW International Champion, Maxwell Jacob Freeman MJF, in what is my match of the year. Don't at me. Fucking unbelievable shit for free. Thank you, All Elite Wrestling. We also have
who doesn't like Ted?
We also have Diamond Breaker DMD running it back with Hikaru Ishida, who's been looking for a fight. Also Sky Blue, get well soon. We also, of course, will have the debut of the Glamour Mariah May. I don't know what that means, so take that for what you will. And also, Minoru Suzuki looks to murder the learning tree. Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship.
Hey, Jeff, you know who doesn't like Ted DiBiase?
The federal government?
RVD.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. Hey, you know what, though? That was Rob's first time on WWF television, so why not?
Yeah.
And of course, the home of WWF, the home of WWE for Life, the mecca of entertainment. Of course, Madison Square Garden, beautiful shot there in New York. Of course, Fanatics coming up. Go backstage to some more women here. Kalani Jordan and
Q? Is that Wendy? Oh God, what's going on in the background there?
That's Ashanti the Adonis right now being checked on by 2 random women. Probably welcomes that.
Yeah, to JJ's point, the while they're backstage. Yeah, I know I'm not. I don't think either of us have hit the halfway point toward achieving that goal of payout. So if anybody watching at home, I try very hard to not be that guy to ask. But man,
wow. Well, that's what they figured this match. I saw that graphic. Welcome to Level Up, folks. I mean NXT botch. As we're back inside, yeah, that's how important this women's tag match is. That's how important women's tag team wrestling is. Now
right, no kidding. I know, it's so sad.
Tag. Soruka now in again. Soruka and Carmen Petrovic looking to place a bid to challenge the unholy union of beautiful standing moonsault by the former Tumbler. Kick out at 1. Former challenger, the client.
NXT wasn't doing so bad with their tag division. The fact that they made it undisputed was screwed it all up.
Yeah, well, it's been fucked up since day one. I'm just saying. Anyway, again, Soruka, of course, right now in the ring with TikTok reject number 2, Jakara Jackson. Of course, women's tag team action right now. See who might challenge Aladana Bafire finally, since they won those titles back at Clash of the Castle, and show that they are more than just props, allegedly. Irish whip here, and of course, again, mutual respect here with Carmen Petrovic. Background in karate. Soruka, background in gymnastics. There's a cover by Jakara. It's a kick out. And Soruka, of course, has been taking the world by storm or by wave, if you, go with the surfer girl terminology here. Big G, apparently big sport Soruka. Of course, we saw Soruka, one of the top competitors in the entire NXT Combine, take Kalani Jordan to her athletic limit at NXT Heatwave for the NXT Women's North American Championship.
I just skipped a little. Are you at
last beginning? I got Last Legend right now with Fatsola Strand. Nice hurricane reversal. No, but Soruka at 2 counts.
Look at the size difference.
I mean, honestly, Last Legend might literally be the most biggest athlete in the women's division of NXT. And that's saying something.
Ooh, X Factor.
JJ Cargo run for her money. And there's the X Factor. Beautifully executed.
Let me pause for a second. There we go. I think we're in sync now.
Double team up the rope. Nice assisted kick there. Right underneath the jaw. Carmen with the cover with the far leg. I do want to give these women respect, though, because I do admire at least a couple of these women here in NXT. And I do admire the growth of the NXT women's division. Again, incredible potential. Front face log, and again, the Streamless Legend able to throw Soruka off. Just needs to close line. What? God, get caught with a pumpkin out of midair.
They've been the second best booked aside from TNA. To be honest,
I'll give you that because Roxanne Perez is the most prolific champion right now in WWE for the women.
Take a look at the replay of that pump kick.
Man, that caught her right in the middle of the chest, knocking the wind out of her. And right now,
the tag is WWE's version of Sexy Red here.
Ugh. I don't know what I hate more, the fact you made that analogy or the fact that literally that's accurate. Tag. I mean, you know, I don't know if she's from Las Vegas, but I've seen worse trash.
You know, I was coming here to say, as far as Isla and Alba winning the titles for props, like as long as Alba really keeps modeling that belt, she can use it for a prop all she wants. But Walter just outdid me, so I'm good.
Tag. I mean, you know, when you talk to me, a fan of professional wrestling, I like to think belts are worth more than just being props. But this is WWE we're talking about. Nice
double super
combination kicks here, though, by Carmen Petrovic. Hook of the far leg on Last Legend. Gets a near fall. Jakara takes the Ruka down off the apron. And right now, Carmen in a handicap affair. And realize she doesn't have a tag partner to attack her at the moment.
Carmen's on fire, though.
Well, again, when you got a background in black belt in karate, you know a thing or two about self-defense. Face first. Choose the half. Hook the far leg. Jakara saves it again.
So, Ruka back in now.
And it's a very competitive game, that tag match here. And look at
this. Nice double team move.
Yeah, holding her in place with her legs there from the Frankensteiner position. The moonsault off the apron wipes Jakara out. A wipeout by Soruka. Again.
Wow.
Goes, oh, dear God.
Lash with a huge right hand.
Uh-oh.
Man,
that has got to be it right there. Deep plug of the leg. Last Legend with the win.
That is one. That's a woman.
And Last Legend's power is just too much to overcome for Carmen Petrovic and Soruka as TikTok Reject 1 and 2 get the win here tonight.
She really needs to break away from this damn group.
I agree. That's one thing I actually will agree about Last Legend on. Again, beautiful wipeout moonsault from the apron, though, but this shot right here literally sidewind Carmen Petrovic.
Lethal.
And then again,
he got all of it, too.
Down. I'm not sure what you call that, man.
So dominant. Like within an 1/8 inch of breaking it up, but she was being held.
Oh, dear God. She's got a microphone, though. All right. Looks like we're going to get a challenge made here. Maybe we'll get an impromptu women's tag title match. Oh, that's an easy win.
Oh, they just challenged for the tag titles?
Well, I mean, hey, you got to make those tag titles somewhat relevant. Got to make an unholy unit have some sort of defense, right?
They're not even relevant in the main roster that they got to go down to NXT to defend them?
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be about all three brands, but again, which brands actually have tag teams worthy of the challenge? And Trick Williams right now arguing with Shawn Michaels that he wants to shot at the NXT Championship. Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy birthday, Shawn Michaels, by the way. Heartbreak Kid.
I think he might have just broke Trick's heart. He told him something.
Uh-oh. Roxanne a little bit upset. Sick of the Scrappy Underdog story.
Sean's got his plate full, I think.
Okay, well, we're going to go to commercial as Shawn Michaels deals with his children in NXT. Well, fireworks galore tonight. And again, we will see many more next week and the following week here as NXT will present again the Great American Bash. And me and JJ will be on the call for that 2-week festivity here. So stay tuned, folks, for us calling Great American Bash on Sci-Fi. Tuesday, July 30th and Tuesday, August 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But our kickoff will be 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, hopping up the cards. As so far, it sounds like right now we got 2 matches known for 1 show. So there you go. So we got a full commercial break here. Once again, fuck television. Hi, Jeff.
And it was realized in the process of chatting with everybody today, the lead-in for next week's. Well, actually, no, we're not covering AEW, but in addition to Luck of the Draw next tomorrow night for Greg Cherry Brand, next week's Greg Cherry Show is episode 200. So we're going to be promoting that as well.
Hey,
Nice.
All the things.
congratulations!
Congratulations, Greg Cherry.
As we approach episode 300 of the ODQ review, we got 200 for Greg Cherry Show. We've got all the watch-alongs, and there is legitimately no sleep in the future for Jeff Meacham and his Multiverse of Media.
Yeah, I sleep, I nap, I get my rest in. I mean, I literally woke up at 7:45 p.m. after getting off work at 4:30 p.m. and go and take a nap at freaking 5:30 p.m. So I'm good.
God bless you, man. It's one of those, and you know, with the money, with the revenue generated by any and all content, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
My son, they started camp with his cousin, so I've been waking up early to get them ready to make breakfast, to do this, to get them ready to go to camp.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know, I'm glad you brought up school and camp, Walter, since we're on a full commercial break here. So you're usually back in Connecticut. Noah, you're in the Ohio area.
In the Midwest, Ohio.
When do you guys have the Chittins go back to school?
So it depends on the district, because, you know, there's private, there's public, and then there's also the bi-state area. There's the Michigan district where they almost go year round. But and there's also the higher education system that I work in. For our high school system, I believe it's like the middle of August, not early August. For our higher education system, most of them start pretty much the last Monday of August, if not the first following week of September.
At least your school is smart enough to do that. They literally start on a Thursday just to have days off again. They start on the 22nd again.
A Thursday?
Yeah, just to have the weekend off. It makes no sense. Just reset it to Monday.
So we finally got it back where we start back on Mondays too, because
well, that makes sense. You're giving them a full week. Duh.
Yeah, both my son and my niece start August 12th. Completely different district, 3 different cities. My 7-year-old niece, however, who is in 2nd grade, started back on the 15th of July. She's already back in school.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa.
Now, and then again, however they want to do it, they're on like a block schedule, and they they don't go to school on Fridays, which is fine. I get that part. You can't even use the playground right now. It's hotter than shit. They literally are going to burn their little tootsies in their hands playing on playgrounds or blacktops or whatever. It's like, what are we doing here?
It's even worse if the playground's made of metal versus plastic, because I remember how hot those slides got.
Exactly. I remember last year specifically, my sister and my niece could not go to Disneyland with me on the park's birthday because they were at school. I'm like, it's July fucking 17th. What are we doing?
I don't know.
I've
heard of block schedules though. Like you go 3 weeks and then you get
4 days a week. Yeah. And like I get it, but it's like it's so ridiculous to me. Like I don't even if you're on a block schedule, which again I don't begrudge, trying to space out a little bit, but man, to have these kids out on the playground and out in school in the middle of July in Southern California when it is ungodly hot just screams irresponsibility to me. Even the kids going back on August 12th in high school, if they're playing football, they're doing the 2-a-days out there. They're dying. Like that's ridiculous to me.
Well, again,
anyway.
school choices aside, as far as scheduling goes, why that's ridiculous. I'll tell you what's not ridiculous. The fact that they said his name last week and he appeared. Joe Hendry was back on NXT and he joined commentary as we had the Rascals in trios action against Gallus, and it was TNA that beat NXT that night. But Joe Hendry, of course, who's been trending worldwide, the most viral superstar this year, you say his name and he appears.
He literally paid $1,000 to be on a billboard.
Joe Hendry very well could be appearing during the Great American Bash, if not in NXT again sooner rather than later.
He may turn into the Great Scottish Bash.
So wait, no, you mean appear in NXT like this?
They're giving him a whole promo package in NXT right now.
That's wonderful. I love it.
The local hero, so prestigious. ICW, Ring of Honor, WCPW, and of course, TNA.
They are literally showing all the signs in the background of other WWE events.
That's tremendous. I love it. Like, I love it for this guy. 18-year veteran. Just getting is long overdue, at least for me. The guy's entertaining.
This isn't bait for him to sign to WWE. I don't know
Right.
The former longest reigning, might I add, digital media champion at TNA. Held that title for over 250 days.
Well, if there's anybody more digital media than Joe Hendry, I don't know who it is. No.
He did
it viral since. See, we got two completely different sides. We got a U.S. champion who's a viral disease, and we got Joe Hendry who's a viral sensation.
Yeah, well, I mean, to every evil thing in this world, there should be something great or good.
Yes.
He did admit
Joe Hendry is that great or good.
He's got a while left on that contract, so it'll be a while before WWE can get their hands on him.
But it doesn't mean he can't get what he wants and get that match with Cena before Cena hangs him up. So
everybody's waving their hands. He can promo matches worldwide. This guy's more popular than Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Hoosier with his theme alone. Put that in perspective.
Yeah,
this has been like a whole 3-minute package for Joe Hendry.
I love it.
WWE roster.
I am still going to watch this later. I was planning on just kind of phoning it in.
Yes! Joe Hendry is giving us next week on NXT Great American Bash a concert.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Get ready for another instant classic, folks. Courtesy of Joe Hendry.
I'm so jealous of JJ and you now. Damn it, the week is used to. As we get a shot of Gallus.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Gallus boys.
Not on top right now.
Nah, but they should be.
And clearly they don't believe in Joe Hendry.
No.
Yeah, pissed.
No, they don't.
Oh my god!
I need a segment with Gallus and Joe Hendry and Piper Niven, and just everybody just sit back and watch the hilarity ensue. I need that in my life.
Joe Hendry live concert
next Tuesday. I cannot wait. Is it gonna? Gallus
there's a car covered in flyers.
Flyers.
That's a nice car.
About Joe Hendry.
Well, Gallus is going to soon enough believe whether they want to or not. As we go backstage to all Ethan Page. The Multiverse believes! Damn it, King, you fucking hater! Start believing!
Ethan literally has a referee with him going into Ava's office. What is this about? Oh, no, he didn't go in the office.
I think Ethan Page is starting to lose his mind a little bit.
Was that the ref that counted the 3? Is that what that is?
No, or Mezzo was his own ref that counted the 3. So we got
that's right.
Trying to prove here. Well, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, it looks like that TikTok rejects will be the first victims of the Unholy Union. Challenge accepted on behalf of the champions. Isla Dawn of Fire return to NXT next week to defend their titles, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships.
Well, they got to do something with those titles.
Yeah, right. And again, that'll be on Sci-Fi, of course, folks. Not USA Network, Sci-Fi.
And if you don't have Sci-Fi, don't worry, we'll cover it here.
Hold that thought. Ethan Page got Mike.
I think he's going to want the referee to say it's not official.
Why would you address someone that this referee was not even involved in?
Because Ethan Page can.
I mean, you look.
All
I'm going to say is this. You get a 3 count on the champion. It's legit. You put a man down for 3 seconds. It's legit.
All he keeps saying is it doesn't count.
Well, I mean, it
was a title switch. He's right there. But a win is a win, and a loss is a loss. And
he's going to ask the referee that if someone covers you, does it count? He's going to ask the referee for an official rule book.
And with Kurt Angle, if he tapped out and it wasn't an official match, and there wasn't an official ref, and there wasn't an official bell, they didn't tap.
So they say.
Of course, he didn't tap Kurt Angle in that case because everything that his opponent ever did is expunged from history anyway.
The referee confirming Ethan Page is right.
Oh, any referee, you sell out.
I mean, the referee is just doing his job. But the point that Ethan is literally doing this, I think shows Ethan. Or Mensa, and a roll up, a schoolboy, and the referee just counted 3. Or Mensa just did it again. He just paid for a 3 count.
This is hilarious.
And that's not a by referee that time. That is official.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Ethan might have to call Steph, and he might need a special referee.
That is one bruised eagle right there. The NXT champion's been pinned for 3 seconds by Ora Mensa, counted by an NXT official.
All bruised ego.
All bruised ego now enraged.
Yeah, speaking of bruised egos, Charlie Dempsey right now, who literally is in a no-win situation.
What's the deal with him keep coming to Tony D'Angelo? Is it because
Tony
he made somebody sleep with the fishes?
Tony D'Angelo knows how to take care of a problem, but he's a gentleman. He's not going to hit a woman.
Tony knows a thing or two about a thing or two, you dick.
Look, you know a guy, and I know a guy. I once got a 4th grade teacher. I took a hit on her, but she deserved it, all right?
So no, what you're saying is that there's 5 of us. We each know a guy. There's 5 guys, and we're paying too much for our burger.
Well, I got to deal with 5 guys. I can get you a 10% discount next time you arrive.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because
all right, anyway, enough of that.
I'm not
trying to reveal my mafia roots. All right, I may be Italian, but you all don't know anything about me. I do know about the Rascals that are on my screen. TNA represent. Anyway, there we go. Wesley Zachary Wentz coming off an incredible win against the No Corner Catch Crew at Slammiversary. Looking to make a statement once again here in NXT against the NXT Tag Team Champions. A very high octane, a high flying trio here. Definition of speed and party. The Rascals. TNA's own in NXT. It's a 6-man tag ahead next. And he's bouncy. JMN Evans, Taz on side, Explanation Fridge, taking the Rascals. Next. And that's
I want to hit the song that they're going to prolong this Axiom and Frazier thing. Like, they got to drop the belt soon, right?
I would say so. Also, fuck television.
I
was going to say, I'm on this fuck television with him the way they keep cutting.
There you go.
I mean, at this point, the chat could say fuck television. I'm going to just start more trends like I have been, apparently.
That's it. Well, we have our permanent fuck television logo now we can use, so it's all good.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, I may be Italian, but I don't reveal everything.
Well, no. I just found it funny we're talking about guys. Like, I had a friend recently go to Five Guys for the first time. He's like, never again. $20 for a burger. I'm like, I told y'all a year ago when Dylan and I went, we paid almost $50. It was like, what the fuck am I doing, boy?
They do have some good damn.
They got good burgers, but I will never pay $20 for a burger. Our Five Guys in Toledo, you get burgers for $12 and bottomless fries.
Yeah. I guess that California lifestyle for paying more for everything.
Yeah, everything's expensive out here. Damn gas is damn near $6 a gallon.
$6.
Damn near.
It's been worse. It's actually worse.
It was
down
$7
here
before.
It's awful. It's awful.
I am so glad I don't own a vehicle. And Big
Insurance
G,
on the house.
Brother. Big G, my balling brother. He loves Five Guys. We know what's up. We like our brothers.
Noah, insurance on the back east there, not paying that California tax crap.
Yeah. I had to get 2 different insurances on this house I'm buying.
Good Lord Almighty. Well, one's earthquake insurance, I imagine, right?
No, fire insurance and this and that. It's
fire
expensive as hell. And then it depends on where you live because they got high fire areas, medium fire areas. It's hell in Cali.
California.
Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sure Jeff knows exactly what you're talking about. Oh, man. Well, again, folks, I hope you enjoyed this coverage once again of NXT as we give you another week of NXT TNA after Great American Bash. I don't know if this is going to continue. It all depends on whether or not it is lucrative and supported enough by the multiverse of media, you guys, that make it all possible. If you want it and we're able to do it, we'll continue to do it as we are able to. But again, we'll see what happens. But I hope you have enjoyed the ride of these last NXT watch-alongs the past couple of weeks. Please let us comment, tell a friend. And again, if you want to dig the conversation like this gentleman just did, greatest username possible. Super chat as simple as that. 26.2 miles outside parts unknown with a $2 super chat. In-N-Out Five Guys. Well, you guys know more about In-N-Out because that's a California thing. I don't.
In-N-Out. In and Out.
No, I agree, and here's why. First of all, In and Out's the original for me. Second of all, when Don and I went to In and Out the day we were at the mall shopping and then going to the movie later, the inside of the Five Guys was decorated like In and Out, down to the red and white stripes and the menu style. I'm like, if I'm gonna, and he's like, well, yeah, they've got hot dogs too. It's like, if I wanted a hot dog, I would have gone to the Wiener Schnitzel. I came in here for a burger. I walked into an In and Out ripoff.
The problem with In and Out though is the lines are bitch. Man, I seen drive-thru all the way to the streets.
Yeah, no, I was so bummed because like it used to be they were open 24 hours. Pandemic had obviously that changed. But I had a buddy return home from New York. He was gone for years. We went to a Kings game. After the game, he walked outside, got a street dog off the street, which is always awesome. Getting an actual like fried right in your face street dog because they are no damn good for you and they will wreck your shit, but the taste is worth it.
I'll take your word for it.
But then we're driving home. It's like, In-N-Out's right by the house. Let's go In-N-Out. The line was so long, they cut it off because they said we cannot accommodate by the time we close. I was like, me.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It is. It was crazy.
And speaking of crazy, Brooks Jensen went crazy on Josh Briggs. We looked back earlier here on NXT. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen literally unleashed hell on each other, but it was Sean Spears looking eye to eye with Brooks Jensen, who dropped his former brother head first on a steel chair to get the win.
Would you call this an alignment between Sean Spears and Brooks, I guess?
Clearly, sinister minds are thinking alike.
Something's a brewing.
Yeah. And again, Great American Bash is next week. Here's what's on the docket so far. Thea Hill. She challenges Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship next Tuesday on NXT Great American Bash Week 1. Can Thea Hill do what the rest of Chase U's been unable to do and finally bring a championship back home to Chase University?
What's that shirt? Is it large, Noah?
Shut the fuck up. Tony D'Angelo will also defend the NXT Heritage Cup against No Quarter Catch Crew's Tamion Heights this time, looking for a little leverage against the Dawn of NXT, who maybe might finally help them get the hit on Lynn Sinclair. And also, it was accepted. Alba Fire and Alabama return home to NXT next week to defend against TikTok Jim Rejects. Last Legend, Jakara Jackson, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions are on the line. And that's all next week on week 1 of the NXT Great American Bash, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Standard Time.
Followed by the concert, I guess.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe.
So, wait, is this going to be all directed at Gallus, I guess?
I'm guessing so, and we will find out live next week. Joe Hendry, live in concert next week, Tuesday night on NXT Great American Bash Week 1. I cannot wait.
Week 1. Imagine what they do for Week 2.
Noah, for real, what's the shirt size in case it actually does happen?
I'm not saying nothing. No, I am not saying nothing because
the super chats will come in if you say the shirt size and she wins.
He might be medium, but he's kind of tall, maybe large.
If she wins it, the chats will come.
Not going to happen, so don't worry.
Field of Dreams, Noah.
Field of Dreams, my.
Hey, something's got to happen wild on Week 1 that makes you tune into Week 2. So you never know.
Yeah, it's called Joe Hendry versus Joe Coffey. Clearly, all right. That's what's going to make me tune in. Nothing else besides that. Look, again, if it wasn't for TNA's involvement in NXT, I would not be doing this with y'all tonight and starting these NXT TNA watch-alongs part of the Multiverse of Media that the people apparently clamor for to the point now that they might want us to keep doing this on a weekly basis because of the Yahoos.
Noah, why are the three of them coming out together?
Because they bouncy and it's a trios match, and Javon, I guess, wants to be part of the future cast-off of your 3-cast Power Rangers here.
We need to find a way to get a Chase U shirt in TNA or Gallus colors for Noah, just because.
TNA shirt, TNA. I'm so fucking pissed off. Fuck Texas. Freaking moving Victory Road there versus Cleveland, Ohio. Damn Republican state. Anyway, not to try to be political. I know politics were involved. That's bullshit. Ugh.
You know politics were involved in that.
Man, fuck politics. Just like anything else.
What do you mean, Noah? Trump-mania is going to run wild in November, brother.
Ugh. This is why I'm independent. Conor McGregor here. Actually, I'm in Trey Miguel. The only president I look up to, he's up in heaven, and he can't be overthrown or impeached.
Can everybody just write in who you want to vote?
His name's John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Pick The Rock.
You want to trigger me?
You know what?
You want to trigger me? Keep going. I'm just saying.
No. Honestly, we talk about this in the review. I would vote for Dwayne Johnson in a heartbeat. I swear to God. Because number one, he knows enough of what he's doing that he'll surround himself with people that actually do know what the fuck they're doing. So,
we got another super chat
around. Talk about
he did during our WrestleMania karaoke earlier this year. But thank you for the question, and you're more than welcome to re-super chat that on April. What is it? April. No, hang on. April 19th, April 12th. We will have a WrestleMania, WrestleMania karaoke.
Whoa!
And since Sexy Kurt was used in the build of WrestleMania, we will count that.
Nathan Frazier just ran almost as fast as Braun Breaker there.
You got a better chance of me singing the most politically incorrect Nickelback song freaking before that shit.
If you like to hear noticing Nickelback on Open Mic Night, you can please send in $10 super chat right now.
Stop that!
I will not. Foot and mouth. Insert here.
There we go. The cover
be ready.
Press.
Will do. Will do. Be ready, Noah.
Oh, shut the hell up. Irish whip thrown off, and Nathan Frazier caught on the ropes. The Rascals taking advantage. Second wins. Up and over. Nice roll through. And again, the former TNA Tag Team Champions. Now, all three Rascals come into play. Take them out the knee.
I didn't see a tag at all.
Speed. Double drop kick. Triple team offense by the Rascals here on Nathan Frazier.
I can't even keep up with who's legal, Noah.
That's Wesley right now, the former NXT North American champion. It looks like he's going to go one-on-one with Javon Evans. This should be interesting.
Well, they're a bit familiar
right
with
now.
each other after that four-way match.
Agility.
Oh, sorry, triple threat.
Well, I'm about to say, yeah, triple threat's what you're thinking of. And, of course, we saw Javon Evans in that fatal four-way, though, for the NXT championship. Of course, he was the guy that got pinned in that match. Both these men right now just literally looking for that shot needed. After a Karana takeover by JMN Evans getting the better of Wesley. What a drop kick!
Very similar styles.
Step for step, tit for tat. These two, the definition of a heart attack right now. I'm not sure whose heart is beating faster.
That was a high drop kick, too.
Yeah, high octane offense here by Javon Evans, who again decided to tag alongside the NXT Tag Team Champions tonight in this impromptu 6-man tag team match. And Wesley, with still no clear direction in NXT, Walter, you imagine if he wins here, he might want to put a bid in maybe a challenge for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, I mean, but without any direction, I like it because he can jump back and forth to TNA.
Oh, God. Buckled his legs with that pop-up shot off the ropes. Oh, Wesley answers with a kick.
Spinning heel kick by Wesley.
And just like that, Wesley set up and over into his corner, though. Catches Javon Evans. Names I'm getting used to. Winseguri up and over. Tab made by Zachary Wentz. Wesley trapping Evans in the corner. And Wentz falls up with the Bronco Buster.
Bronco Buster.
Oh, good grief. Teabagging the man. It's not even Call of Duty. Doesn't need the clothesline. And again, don't blink. Fast and furious offense here. Spinning kip on Evan Frazier, former student of Seth freaking Rollins against Tyler Black. Nice kip up by Trey Miguel. And Axiom doesn't need the clothesline. And both Trey and Axiom catch Trey with a high kick.
Trey Miguel did a kick up from being chopped and literally
down to Wentz and Evans. Well, Wentz though, the cover, and a 2 count. Down the 2 legal man side of the ramp. You can believe it, folks.
Oh! Watch out below, huh, Noah?
Yeah, the young OG flies. Uh-oh. And I think second Wentz looks to follow. Turn. What the hell? Off the second moonsault!
A bouncing moonsault off the second rope.
And Wentz went out the field on this fast and furious 6-man tag main event. Continues on NXT. Who wins, NXT or TNA? Stay tuned.
How was this impromptu, but it became the main event?
And fuck television. Because NXT is the most important thing right now to make NXT actually relevant.
That's true. Well, we got restaurant quality picture-in-picture. At least it's not full.
I mean, how fitting you say restaurant quality, and we got Pizza Hut. We're talking about burgers all night. I literally just had Little Caesars during Slammiversary. If you remember our call, thanks to my friend Paul, who was here, by the way. So, damn. And again, folks, just to pick up the speed, we now know pretty much most of our night 1 card for Great American Bash. Cards of NXT to present on site for next week. We'll be covering here, me and Jada here, Multiverse of Media. It will be Thea Hill challenging Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. It will be the TikTok Rejects, Shakara Jackson, and Latch Legend taking on the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Unholy Union, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire. The Heritage Cup's on the line as the Dawn of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, will defend it against No Quarter Catch Cruz, Tamon Heights. And we have a live in concert on NXT next week, courtesy of Joe Andrew.
Look down, Noah.
What? Shut the fuck. Oh, for love of Pete. Why are you instigating this? Why are you doing this?
I don't know. But TNA may have to introduce the trio belts and Rascals can go after it.
Well, I mean, I don't know necessarily if any company at this point can pull out trios championships. I really don't think trios championships at this point should be a thing. I really don't.
I'm kind of tired of that in TNA.
Ring of Honor not only vacated their championships, they removed the listing on their website. Like, they're just gone.
Correct.
So I don't know if trio championship should be a thing. It was a cool concept in theory, but I never really saw it working out outside of Mexico or even Japan.
Yeah. The House of Black held them for 25 weeks. They were the most prolific trios champions in recent wrestling history, definitely in AEW.
Yes.
And since then, they've never truly felt like there was a trios dynamic where those titles actually made sense and mattered and could be defended against viable competition. Just hasn't existed.
Yes.
So, again.
So according to Emmanuel, you sang Sexy Boy, the actual theme, but not Sexy Kurt last year. So Sexy Kurt is very much on the docket because it was a lead into WrestleMania 21.
Yeah.
So, yes, if anybody wants to know what to sing, Sexy Kurt, have your money ready come April 12th.
Do a sexy super chat.
Do a sexy super
I'm going to
hashtag sexy super chat.
As we're back here on NXT, which hopefully is our last commercial break. Our main event here at NXT, it's NXT versus TNA once again. NXT and A, our six-man tag. The Rascals taking on Javon Evans and the NXT Tag Team Champions. We get back on pace here.
Evans and Zachary Wentz in the ring now.
Yeah, exactly. And Wentz just caught Evans with a kick. Now off the second rope, looking to fly. High cross body. Evans rolls through.
Evans caught him.
And the OG showing his test of strength here. Former Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Big power slam.
That's a John Cena shout out with that roll through.
David Frazier flies to the top rope with the axe handle, though, and runs into the shooting star press. Here's the hook of the leg to win this match. And Wentz kicks out at 2.
Nathan Frazier argued with the ref if that was the 3, but I don't think so.
And taking a look at this, the elevation, the height he got running in off that shooting star press.
A beautiful running shooting star press.
And now Axiom, former Heritage Cup winner, the inaugural Heritage Cup winner, might I add, the former A-Kid, heavy kinesis tape on the left shoulder, though, trying to tie up Zachary Wentz.
I was just thinking about that kinesio tape. I was going to say a big target on his shoulder.
I'm surprised it hasn't been targeted at all by the Rascals, knowing how the Rascals like to play dirty. So far, no spray paint's coming to play either, as Zachary Wentz right now trying to crawl his way over to his corner to make the tag. Waist lock applied here. And again, transitioning into the sleeper hold, though. Axiom isolating Wentz in the middle of the ring. And again, right now, we're talking about Axiom, Nathan Frazier, the disconnect they might have as a tag team at times. They are still our NXT tag team champions. A great successful defense against Chase University's Andre Chase and Duke Hudson at Heatwave.
They might not be getting along outside of the ring, but in the ring, they're doing well.
So far, great cohesion here. Triple super kick. First kick, Javon Evans with the cover on Wentz and gets a 2.5.
Zachary Wentz is in desperate need of a tag right now.
Yeah, by the way, kudos to Nathan Frazier and Axiom playing defense, keeping the other Rascals at bay.
There's a cross-arm choke here for Evans.
Yeah, straight jacket, cross jacket, what the hell you want to call it. The arms crossed in between Zachary Wentz's throat. It's folded back behind his head, but Javon Evans right now unable to keep Rascal down the base. Picks the ankle, though, to bring him back down the mat. Now transitioning. Wait for the
enziguri coming.
Up kick. Javon launched to his corner. Axiom back in play, and Axiom again grabbing Wentz.
Ankle
now
lock,
picking
as
the
we
ankle.
talked about Sexy Kurt there.
And ankle lock applied here. And Wentz right now rolls through and sends Axiom, though, into his corner. Nathan Frazier, though, springing up to the top rope. Caught with a knee out of midair.
I think they just collided in midair.
He got enough.
Nathan Frazier looks a little out of it.
Yeah, he got enough out of it, though, to create separation and a pinnacle moment here to make the tag. Rascals stand ready. Another half
Wesley. Yeah.
Tad Wesley, Ted Javon Evans, the two that actually are part of NXT. Wesley,
Amazing,
of course,
isn't
again, former NXT North American champion, can no longer challenge for that title as Open Finley is champion after losing to him at Heatwave. Ooh.
And that is what led to this reunion, though.
Yeah, exactly. When we thought he was about to leave NXT, as Rascals, though, came back and wanted to help a friend, and the friend also helped them at Slammiversary. Tag made to Trey Miguel, the Fresh Prince of Midair, to the all represent. Accidental trying to come in. Combination offense here by the Rascals, though. Teeing off.
Double stomp by Trey Miguel.
And Trey Miguel
now
leading
go
on
for
Evans. Ooh, nice scorpion kick. And a lightning spiral.
Wow.
Frazier now in, though. Back elbow strike again. You don't see Trey Miguel coming, but you sure as hell feel it. And Miguel firmly in control here for his team. Combination tags made by Wentz and by Lee. And triple offense here. We saw this Slammiversary. Revolution drop kick.
Nathan Frazier may be out, Noah.
Cover by Wesley to pin a tag champ. 2.5. Oof. There's flawless match.
This is a pretty good main event.
Well, again,
Did you think it was impromptu?
I would expect anything less considering who I'm dealing with from TNA and NXT for that matter. Innovative offense on both sides. Of course, the Rascals are always innovative.
I can't wait to see who else crosses the line.
Oh! Step up in Segura by David Frazier. JMN Evans now legal. Tam made a trade on the opposite side. It's Javon and Trey. Javon flies. High crossbody. Barely got Trey with that knee.
That was higher than me and RVD on 420.
That's saying something. Right now, he bouncing and flying, kicking everybody in sight.
No one gets as high as Rob Van.
This is accurate. Trey Miguel up the second rope.
Miguel,
somersault. Bringing top rope. Cutter!
Top rope avalanche cutter.
These six are literally leaving everything out here tonight in NXT's main event.
Literally leaving everything out on the line. You blink, you may miss something, Noah.
Crowd chanting, this is awesome. For once, I agree in NXT TV. Up on the second rope, and again, drop kick. And now tag made by Javon to Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier springing in. Tag made to Axiom. Isolating Trey Miguel in their corner. Trey perched in the top rope. And
Spanish fly, I think. I think they're going to go for the Spanish fly here, Noah.
I think you're onto something. Walter! Oh, God! Massive Spanish fly and the Phoenix splash! Is it enough to cover the Rascals? Everybody breaks it up.
Oh, I thought it might have been over. A triple breakup. Or a double breakup.
Margin of salvation for the Rascals tonight in NXT NA.
That's about 2 3/8 right there.
What a match. What a main event here.
And who's legal? Axiom and Trey Miguel?
Rolling copper kick by Wesley. Exactly Wentz right now. JMN Evans, though. Jacks Wesley's jaw. Spinning back heel kick. Zachary Winslow springing up the top rope. Catching him with a DDT into a cutter. And vice versa. JMN Evans.
When I remember Axiom was legal, Noah. Because didn't he just try to do the cover?
Yeah, Axiom, I believe, was legal. I think the ref's losing track of this. And right now we have the two legal men in the ring, I believe. Axiom and Trey.
Yeah, here we go. And forearm exchange.
And we go from the high-flying aerial offense to the physical onslaught.
Nice low drop kick.
Yeah, kick to the knee. Sunset flip by Wesley. Wesley not legal, though. But catapult. Super kick by Trey. Axiom laid out across Wesley's knees. And the double stomp backstabber combination.
Who's legal?
Handspring kick to Javon and Nathan Frazier. And Zachary Wentz is legal. The Sunday Wentz.
There we go.
Fire flame. Cover on Axiom. Wesley Tobin got it low. The cover. And the Rascals with the win.
We got it. Bad camera cut, but I think he got the 3.
Zachary Wentz just pinned 1/2 of the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Rascals win the main event tonight. TNA wins against NXT. What a freaking fight.
Ugh. What is that move called that they do?
Hot Fire Flame, the push-up off the standing moonsault into the cover. Zachary Wentz pins Axiom.
Beautifully.
And Wesley wiping everybody out to make sure nobody could come in there to break the fall. The Rascals once again as a trio. 3-4-3.
Rascals now coming in, got momentum going in the Great American Bash. They're not booked yet, but you don't know what's going to happen in week 2.
And NXT Universe on their feet, and rightfully so. This is an incredible TV match, but you got to wonder right now what's going through the minds of all 6 of these men. Battle line and mutual respect.
Oh, do you think they've earned a tag title match now?
You gotta love it. This is what NXT is all about.
They might have earned themselves a tag title match, Noah.
Should have.
We're not done yet, Noah.
Hold on. Even Page tired dealing with Mensa, who's pinned him now 3 times. Or, excuse me, twice. 2 or 3 count.
We just got our week 2 main event, Noah.
There it is, and Ethan agrees. Week 2 looks like we're going to get the NXT Championship. But in the meantime, this week is concluded. So for Avatar Man, for Walter Cruz, this has been live on NXT. Thank you for tuning into our coverage of NXT TV. We'll see you tomorrow night for AEW. This has been, again, another edition of NXT NA.
Before we sign off, I just want to say it's stuff like this that just warms my heart. Not only did Joe Hendry tweet about it, but TNA quote tweeted it. We got TNA quote tweeting about NXT again. I love this shit.
This is I want to say it again. There's never been a greater time to be a professional wrestling fan. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love every bit of it.
More crossovers are happening. We know it's going to happen.
Oh, they're coming.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter. It's just a matter of time.
And they'll probably be here before the documentary.
Now.
I mean, it is a running gag, to be fair.
The next 2 weeks are definitely confirmed to have crossovers, so we can't fault James for that. However, what we can tell you is tomorrow we'll be back here right at the same old time, same channels, as AEW Dynamite featuring what match, Noah?
Blood and guts!
Thank you. We'll be live at 7:30 again, Pacific, Eastern rather, 4:30 p.m. Pacific for our coverage of Dynamite with Blood and Guts. And that's just yet another watch along on this crazy week. So we thank everybody, as Noah said, for yours truly, for Noah Foster, for Walter Cruz. This week's Mr. Reliable on the Jeff Meacham Network. And we thank everybody at NoDQ for the patience with me and my bullshit. This has been another presentation of the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media and a watch along. And we'll see you tomorrow for even more coverage because we indeed are going to die.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.